Did you say you'll mourn your ex once you have Vecna's head?
Yeah, on a pike.
Oh, a pike! That's
Or
nice.
or in an urn,
Are we
a
gonna take
little
a cast
jar.
of it? Like
No,
we're
well, I actually was thinking, you know how people do the thing where they have that really cool sand art where it's different colors? I may
Mhm.
try to dye his ashes that I take when I take his head, crush it up, and like put it into a nice like mortar pestle, grind around.
Yeah.
Because he's very dry at this point.
He's
Liches
very
don't,
dry.
they're not hydrated. So once I like dye up that ash there, I'm gonna put it into a little glass jar. It's gonna be a very pretty little thing, and I'm gonna chuck it into the ocean.
Wow, that's a really complex plan and a lot of art going into throwing him in the ocean.
It's not painting, but the pain is there.
Okay. I appreciate it. I appreciate the joke.
I understand.
Alright, everybody, welcome back to Darkness and Dragons. This is episode 11 of 12 of the final season. So if you've been with us this whole time, welcome, and let's hope everyone doesn't die in the penultimate episode, right? Like, you know, next episode's like kind of our like recap and like where do they go with their lives, and you know, it'd be really, really anticlimactic if everyone is dead. Just gonna point that out.
It's
If so,
drama.
this is the last episode.
Where are their souls now?
Where are their souls? They're in the Shadowfell. So
Hopefully.
this is Darkness and Dragons. We are a 5e actual play Dungeons and Dragons game for mature audiences. And let's start off with our introductions and a recap of last week. So I am Melissa. I am the game master as always, and with me is
Me, shit, Laura.
is your name Shit Laura?
Might as well be. Might as well be.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I am Laura, and I am playing Verity / Ryan, the Aasimar rogue. No. Okay, yeah.
You did it! And this is Luna, who plays Brillia, our favorite tiefling warlock.
And I'm Ian. I play Taabi, the Tabaxi Bard. And how about we find out what happened last week on Darkness and Dragons? So, the Shady Bunch arrived back in Lunaris after claiming the sword that slain Vecna before. It's evident that it's almost the time to face the undead deity Vecna on his home turf. That means the task at hand was to then prepare. Olman, the court mage of Lunaris, managed to manipulate the artifact that threw our heroes into the astral sea previously. The temporal towel, the cloth that can bridge between two planes, can now function much faster. The next point of action was to dreamwalk yet again. Brillia cast Dream to reach Bartlyre with Taabi in tow. The two appeared behind a focused, frantically writing tiefling. Bartlyre's unexpected guests came with the gift of compassion as they walked them further down the stages of grief. When Brillia and Taabi awoke, so did a new ally. Following this, Verity and Brillia got together with the goal to reach Nicholas within his dream. To the two's surprise, they appeared with Nicholas, who's basking in the field of poppies rather than a unsightly gentleman's club, if you will. Getting Nicholas's assistance required an impractical trade-off, the sword. Verity proposed that in return he cannot have any relations with any of her relations. Within a moment to spare, to lure him back to Lunaris within a day, the two wake up. Before Taabi and Arsen came back to the room to join the others, Brillia had but one more special conversation to have with Verity, as she revealed to her that Verity was pregnant, and not with Andrea's soul baby. Thank God.
Oh boy. It was my fault. But I have to admit, seeing Laura's face fall was pretty dramatic.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
It was
sorry,
horrific.
what? I didn't agree to that.
No.
Alright, so you guys got Cossa's soul, you got Bartlyre on side, you got Nicholas on side, you've got your good buddies, Arsen and Kos, ready to go, and you have your special napkin that will teleport you to a random plane when you use it. So you got everything you need, quote unquote. And you guys leveled last time, so, you know, an extra little gift. And I'm not going to say because level 13 felt like the right way to finish the season, but, you know. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you put your plan into action?
think I'm just going to be out and about, kind of letting my emotions nullify my own feelings right now, try to be as serious as possible, and trying to kill as many undead that aren't related to either Lunaris or Karaket. Also trying just to, give my sword the replenishment it needs to not let me die.
Okay.
So that's really it on my side.
That makes sense. And can you remind people what your sword does with those charges?
My 9 lives longblade, formerly the featherweight longsword. So it keeps the same properties as it had before. A longsword that had the versatile ability, so I could use it with dex. Thank you, Melissa. Mwah, beautiful. And whenever killing an enemy, it gains a single charge for a possible max of 9 charges. Each charge awards a potential of 1d6 healing plus 1 for each charge level. So it's like 1d6 plus 1, 66 plus 6, or 9d6 plus 9. A lot. As a bonus action, I could use the charges stored, and if I were to fall unconscious, all the charges would automatically be used. So it is a second or 9th life.
Depends how bad things go.
Yeah.
Okay. Verity, you are currently holding Cossa's sword, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cossa's sword, I will let everybody else know who was out of the loop. So Cossa's sword is a +3 weapon. And it naturally, automatically attunes itself to you, so you don't have to do anything or rust. It's just when you have it, it automatically does, and it becomes effectively a weapon that you are proficient in. So though it always looks the same, if you're holding it and you usually use a great axe, it effectively works like a great axe. So +3 sword, and every time you attack Vecna, so not hit, it does one of 4 things. So it can bind him to a certain elemental plane, which is great, so he doesn't escape. It can reduce his AC by 2. It can remove one of his damage immunities, or it can remove 1 use of his legendary resistance. You can use half a movement or a bonus action to pass it to somebody who is next to you. So you can pass it around to try to do this a little bit quicker and more effectively. And also be badasses, because throwing a sword at each other is pretty darn cool. And then Brillia, I assume you've baked some cookies for everyone.
I did, and I can now bake more cookies, so I'm doing the maths now to split them up.
So Brillia's magical healing cookies will obviously be here to help you guys as well. Is there anything else, special, unique things that you think people watching may need to know before we go into this big fight?
I don't think anything big or special. And if I'm blanking on something, please tell me, but I can't think of a single fucking thing.
There you go. Okay.
Besides maybe how would Brillia's temporary HP thing work if was it waking up in the vicinity of you? Is that
that also changes. Wait a second.
All right. So we'll make sure Brillia has all of her numbers worked out before the fight starts.
Guys, I have a lot to keep track of.
It's a lot.
A manager.
So, you have some allies helping you. So Arsen and Kos are both in the castle with you, and they are ready to be teleported to the plane of ash as soon as Nicholas arrives. And you guys sort of tricked him into coming here really quickly by saying he couldn't do it. And he's a man of ego, so he's I believe we said sky skiing, he's just trying
in rage.
He's in rage, fucking can't think I can get there in time. God damn idiots. So he's going to arrive shortly, and the plan, you did get Bartlyre on your side, and he is going to meet you on the plane of ash, because that is where he has been hanging out with Vecna. So that's the plan. That's what's going down. Let's say a guard comes in and alerts you that Sir Nicholas has arrived. And he pushes through the doors without waiting any longer. And he's a little sweaty and angry. And he walks up to Brillia and Verity and he says, "I fucking told you." And then he
Good job.
and then he sits
Well
down and grabs a
done.
glass of wine and he chugs it.
That's really impressive. We definitely didn't think you could do it. I mean, I'm impressed. Are you impressed, Brillia?
Lovely effort. You did it well. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well done, and welcome back to Linares. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Well, I was here not that long ago, before you killed your aunt, but...
Yeah, yes, well, times are changing. I'm trying to figure out if the worst happens, which is what Verity be trying to. If her and Arsen both die,
Yeah.
who gets Lunaris?
Probably a cousin.
Yeah.
Some distant cousin.
I'm trying to find some distant cousins now.
I mean, unless you want to try to convince our son to stay here. But,
No.
there you go. You know what, though? If you're dead, you'll have other things to worry about. Like doing your hair with, your good old friend, Lenore.
Yeah, I guess.
It's something.
Um,
All right. Cool. Taabi, you show back up with your fully charged sword, and you see Nicholas. He gives you a little.
Can I roll to see if I remember him from the party?
Sure.
Because I don't think I had any interactions with him at all. So this is going to be like, I don't know who that is. What would that be? Just history?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well. Start off low. That's a 2.
It's funny. He must not have met him because he's wearing full robes. Like he's wearing a very traditional, very nice wizard's robes, and just out of the corners you see these moving tattoos that seem to they must be moving underneath his shirt. So every so often they just poke up over the edge of his collar, all around. So
Okay.
you must, if you met him, you would have remembered him, right?
Probably. I'd have probably thought that was kind of tacky, honestly. But I mean, hey, I'm gonna.
I think you're kind of tacky.
I'm gonna put my arm over his shoulder and be like, "This guy." Oh yeah. Also, I'm Taabi. Nice to formally meet you. Hello.
Yes, the tabaxi. Looking forward to this?
I don't know. Are you? Because I'm not looking forward to much.
Oh.
This
Okay.
is. There's a lot of sticks on this. Don't get the. Yeah, I go sit down and reach in my bag and take my last pear out and start eating. Feet up
Okay.
on table.
He doesn't quite know what to make of that, but he also doesn't seem like he cares all that much.
Well, that makes sense.
So he gets up, finishes his glass of wine, sits down, and he says, "Okay, we're ready."
What?
Oh, actually, the chat also reminded us, Verity, don't forget, you have your Ellie glove. Don't forget to use Ellie.
the Ellie glove.
Ellie, unfortunately, was turned into a magical item that Verity has
Dead.
and never uses.
Displaced in a glove.
Scarcely used.
Just
Yep.
stuck in a glove.
You
It's
got
been
it.
used. It has been used.
That
Slightly
really
used.
sums that up.
Well, one of the recurring themes of this game has been that, people can become magic items, and, you haven't really found a way to fix that yet. So, she's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Just hanging out in glove form.
Yeah. Ellie's in a glove. Ariana is dead.
Yeah.
Lenore's with the Raven Queen.
You do have Ariana's skull now.
Yeah. And her hat.
And her hat.
I know that's not the same. I'm sorry.
If you guys put together all the parts you have left from the party members that have died, you might have a full party member.
We might.
A full Vecna too.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, we're gonna be.
Nicholas sets up a couple of spells as you guys are preparing, and Olman, the ancient wizard who has been helping you, has been testing out the napkin in the corner. Napkin's a misnomer because it's like a tablecloth. It's like 8 feet wide. Like it's pretty big. I think it's 8-foot radius, maybe it's 10-foot radius. Anyways, it's big. And he is been testing it to make sure it's going to go to the plane of ash. And he is reasonably sure it is now attuned to the plane of ash. So whoever goes through first, make sure you you grab it and bring it with you, so you can continue. But what's your marching order?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I will go after you then.
All right. And let's just take this advantage.
We're the tanks, right?
Yeah, Verity's definitely a tank.
We're the warlock and the rogue are the tanks. We're fine, guys.
Well, that happened.
I mean, you do have
Miss Ellie.
Koss, right? Like, Cossa's here. Cossa's
Yeah.
like, hi, guys.
Shut up, Kos. This is your fault.
No!
I'm kidding. I'm
The
kidding.
first time?
You're such a bitch,
It wasn't
Verity.
in an accent, which means it wasn't Verity.
You're a very
Pay
good actor,
attention.
Okay, let's have you guys roll up initiative anyways, just to streamline this a little bit for when the time comes.
Oh goodness.
15.
15. For the
Natural
tabs.
1.
You got a 1? Oh, Brill.
So a total of, I guess, 4?
Oh,
4.
man. That's the lowest roll I've ever heard of. Verity?
18.
18. All right. Okay. So I'll put you guys into my nice little cue card of orders. But for now, let's step inside the napkin and let's all travel to the elemental or the semi-elemental plane of ash.
Whoa! It's a hole.
It's a hole. As you guys step through, you remember this place. You were here, even if you were mostly in an orb. Because it turns out the orb is basically a mimicry of this place. It seems like you were on sand, but as you draw yourselves up, it's pretty clear that it's ash and, probably some human remains as well. And you're in this chasm that you can hear voices up ahead, and stretched over the edge of the chasm is this paper-thin sheet of human skin that has been sewn together, everyone's favorite. And you can hear voices just beyond you.
I get to our own heads with my my cat lord's claw armor, and I say to is it who else? It's us three, and do we have Kos and Arsen and
Nicholas
right now?
Yep.
So there's 6 of us total right now.
Yep.
Cool. That is perfect. I can talk to everybody. So this is kind of it, huh? Yeah. I don't want to go through these skin screen, and I don't think we have a choice. Who wants to do it? 'Cause I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it at all.
If just before we go through the skin, just in case things go badly, it's been fun. I'm glad that at least we got to do it together. That
I think I've gotten more closure in our terrifying and terrible escapades in the past. I don't know. I can't tell time at this point. I'm too nervous. And I don't think I would have had it any other way, even though, the heartbreak and the loss, but also the gaining. It's very evened out, but it's been a lot. So I thank you for being the closest things I've had to friends. And if not, better than that. Honestly, better than that. Thank you guys.
Arsen hugs you, like full on, like, you're my brother, man.
I whisper in his ears and say, your rapiers are jingling, be careful.
like a pocket full of keys.
The key rings are all just rapiers.
It's just a bunch of rapiers.
My life has been enriched so much by having you guys and knowing you guys in it. And you know what? I'm thankful for that, and on so many levels that I can't even express.
And if I die, no more funerals.
Funerals are canceled.
Ever.
That has
Ever.
never happened. Funerals are done. They're canceled and bad.
Yeah.
No
No.
funerals ever again.
Choose plenty. Thank you.
Oh, you mean for the... Oh, I thought you meant in general, no more funerals for anyone.
Well, I mean, if you
Oh.
guys failed, that's just technically accurate.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vecna's not gonna give us funerals, so...
I also, before anything, go over to Kos and put my hand out for a handshake, and I wait for the hand to grip, like, that whole, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I pull Cossa and be like, I didn't expect any of these from the start, so thanks for being a great travel buddy from the start. I appreciate it.
Because you guys were your original party. Yeah, she gives you a good firm shoulder pat, probably a bit too enthusiastic.
Ow! I almost say out loud.
Right? Like it's loud enough that you're like, noise?
And Brillia is going to definitely kiss Cossa before we do anything else.
What kind of
I'm gonna
kiss?
be like,
What are we
"Oh,
getting
we're
here?
We're snogging. Oh, we're having a... Oh, right.
Or
It's
set-
snog time.
Ursen like looks over at you and he's like raises his eyebrows like,
Yeah.
eh?
This final snog, yeah.
Alright, so Brillia and Kos, what's your potentially final kiss like?
It's a kiss.
God damn it, Brillia.
This is
Is
not just me as a
is it-
player.
Is
it a deep embrace?
Soft? Is it passionate? Is it like a promise of
is-
something more?
Oh,
What's
It
the
is
what's the
a-
emotion Brillia's trying to get by in this kiss?
it is a promise, and it is a promise that I will continue to love her, and I will continue living if we live through this.
Aww. Alright, and Verity, what's your kiss with our saying?
Oh no, I have to do. Yeah, like.
I mean, you can ask what his kiss to you is if you prefer.
Oh yeah, let's do that one. I assumed it would be kind of really sweet where they're stopping and like putting their foreheads together and talking and then kissing a little more and.
There's definitely a lot of very like sweet intimacy to it, and then at the very end there's like a little bit of heat, like a little bit of a nip to your lip that's kind of like a promise of like a playful promise of like all the shit that lies ahead for you guys.
I make eye contact with Nicholas and I say in my head, I'm not kissing you, Thomas. I'm not gonna call him by the real name at any point, I don't think.
He just like looks at you, like staring at you, just like,
Don't acknowledge it.
Not into
can't do
furries. Alright. And yeah. Who is the one who parts the skin screen?
I'll do it.
Okay. Verity parts
Without
the skin
fire.
screen. And you step into an area that Ariana would have recognized if she was here. It is the same area. Hang on, there's no.
The party machine's driving by. I love it.
It's fine. It's
I've been
fine.
here
It's just some kind of fire. It's fine.
It's Ariana's soul partying, enjoying.
Ariana would have remembered, and she's just like honk honk from the afterlife. Okay, so we would have remembered this area if you were Ariana. This is the area where she had her showdown with Vecna. There's runes inscribed in the ash, and lots of desks and tables and things like that. It looks like it doesn't ever rain or do anything that would damage the materials here. And you can see shackles attached to the walls. And Brillia, you were close enough to Kos to realize that she is like not looking in that direction. This is definitely where she was held and tortured for 10 years? 11 years. 11 years.
I'm wrapping my tails around
This
her
is where I
as
was
she
just
sees
here.
that.
I was here not that long ago.
That's true. Verity was here. This is where you got the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got Cossa out of the cage.
So you walk into the area and you see that Bartlyre is talking to Vecna. Vecna is at the moment looking fairly human, and he is his back to you, and you can tell. Actually, let's see if Bartlyre.
He's cute,
He does
right?
not notice you. Who? Teen Vecna or Brillia's brother?
Vecna. Not your.
I don't know, man.
Married, but not to a god. So I'm just asking.
Yeah. He's looking fine. He's always looked pretty fine when you've been hanging out with him. He's got like a
I've never
lean
seen
but
Vecna.
muscular body.
Really, you've seen Vecna. I've never seen Vecna.
I haven't seen Vecna.
No?
No,
Yeah,
we
he's
haven't
got-
ever seen. Ariana's
got,
the one
like,
who's seen Vecna.
Yeah,
Just
he's got
Ariana?
like shoulder length hair. It's like a little bit wavy, like it's like beach waves.
I mean, you can't.
And he's very pale, though. Like that's, I guess, the one thing you would notice about him. And obviously, he is missing one of his arms. It's cut off at the just before the elbow.
God.
Arsen doesn't even look at you. He just looks at the rest of your party and just like gives you guys a look like this.
Nicholas is also looking at Vecna.
I look at Nicholas. I'm like,
If this was like a TV show where everyone zooms in, so like Verity zooms in on Vecna's ass, Brillia zooms in on Kos rolling her eyes, and then Nicholas zooms in on the sword that Verity's holding. That's what
eyes
he's
up here,
into.
Nicholas. Eyes up there.
Okay. It looks like you guys have arrived, and you are not. You have not been seen. So, what do you want to do? Bartlyre and Vecna are standing probably 5 feet apart, and they are maybe 40 feet away from you. And if you were going to be attacking Verity, you are the highest initiative. So you get to decide what happens here. If you attack or if you talk.
I don't think there's any point of. I
Surprise round?
would say so. I think taking that chance while we have it is probably a good thing.
I would
rather
agree.
than-
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, you have the sword in hand. You're 40 feet
Yeah.
away. Vecna's back is to you.
Where is my? I have like a. Yeah, I'm gonna stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna stealth while he's distracted,
Mhm.
hoping everyone else stays.
You all have the telepathic thought thing, thanks to Taabi.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna say no one make a sound, and I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna stealth.
Sneak attack him?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do
Sneak
it.
Attack with. Alright.
And yeah, since Bartlyre is there and he's on your team, you will have flanking.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Do you want me to roll for my stealth as well?
Nah.
I was gonna say I have a plus 15. So
He's not expecting anyone to be here. Like, this is his
Yeah.
home plane. Nobody comes here.
Yeah.
The only reason you
And,
got right here is because you know Bartlyre and he's been helping you.
I'm pretty sneaky. Okay.
Yeah. So, Verity sneaks up behind him, and
That's a 29 to hit.
you do not hit. What effect would you like to do with the sword?
Okay, hang on. I rolled a 19.
Yeah.
We're screwed.
And you added the +3 and all that?
Well, plus 10 is 29, 30, 32 then. Sorry about the plus 3.
Doesn't hit.
Fuck off. Okay, let's just die.
May I remind you of the special
I
ability
know.
that your sword has?
I know. Okay, I guess we gotta take his AC down. Is that probably our best bet?
Yeah, it's
I
starting
would
to get
say
colder out,
if
so
a
we need to bring his
32
AC
didn't
down.
hit his AC, I would say it would be a good place to start.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't forget to hot potato the sword. We're gonna need to hit him with it a lot.
Oh my god.
Someone with multi-attack should probably hold the sword, huh?
So I just imagine Verity just like sneaks up amazingly beautifully stealthy, pulls the sword, is about to do this absolutely flawless, brilliant, best you've ever seen sneak attack. And it just goes, boink! Just like bounces off him. And Vecna just slowly turns and looks at you.
Put the sword behind my back.
Tabby, since this is a surprise round, you are next.
What effect did you do? What effect did you do, by the way?
What is AC?
Okay,
His
cool.
AC is now 2 points lower.
Well, I'm not gonna waste anything on that.
32 didn't hit. Hot and tough. Now I'm attracted.
Dang.
Right? I'm like, yeah, I knew this before I tried to stab him.
I'm sorry.
So at that point, fuck, holy shit. We didn't think we'd get this far, huh?
No.
Huh. So I'll cast blindness on him.
Okay.
And for a lich, he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. You're just casting blindness?
At a 4th level, I should say.
Cool.
Sorry, no, just at the 2nd level. I'm sorry, just at the 2nd level.
He's immune to blindness.
Good to know.
Somebody might want to write that down, though.
Yep.
Because that's a resistance you can take advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good job, Tabby. Next up is Nicholas. He is going to... he's going to cast a counter spell. And then Arsen is going to run up. He's going to grab the sword from Verity. And he is going to try to attack Vecna as well. I assume you give it to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh my god, he also rolled a 19. Okay, so his bonus, he also does not hit. He also chooses to lower the AC by 2. And then he stands beside you and he's like, what's up, Vecna? And next up is Brillia.
Are we hot potatoing the sword? I'm gonna take the sword.
Might as well.
And do 2 attacks to him then. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Natural 20.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that will be a total of 32, which still won't hit. So I'll lower his AC with the first attack.
Alright.
And then second attack. Doesn't hit. But I rolled a natural 2.
Okay. Okay.
But still lower his AC again.
You still lower his AC again. So you run at him and you do a double slash. And all of you are now standing.
We need that like music in the background, that like
Cartoon shows.
like the Benny Hill music.
that one.
Oh my god, I always forget fucking someone.
Oh, you know what, Great Star Thief? You're right. Do crits automatically hit?
What a great question. I would love... Oh, actually, I was going to say we'll find out when someone crits. But no, he is immune to crits.
Fuck.
Is that considered a resistance too?
Yeah.
I'll say it's something you could remove. You could say, like, we remove...
Could I take back one of my ACs?
We don't crit
No,
that
never
much.
mind. We don't crit that much. Never
yeah,
mind.
Yeah, we
Never
got your
mind.
AC down.
Never mind. You're right.
Alright, and
We
then...
don't have any fighters.
And then Coss is here? Coss and their center here!
We don't have
they're
any
both
fighters.
here.
As my back is turned to them, I'm still next to them, and I'm like, we don't have any fighters. And
They both glare at you.
fine.
Coss is going to try to attack as well. Coss also gets a natural 20. What the actual fuck? And again, we'll lower both by 4 because that was the first attack and it did not hit. Cool. So you have lowered Vecna's AC by 14 points already in 1 round. Great job, guys. Let's do the top of the order, and the top of the order is our good friend Vecna, who rolled a 21. Vecna seems to disappear from the space that you were all surrounding him in, And he appears again about 40 feet away, and he is standing on a natural sort of like risen bit, like it almost looks like a little hill. He's just being dramatic. And he begins to cast some spells. The first thing that happens is a whole bunch of bodies burst out of the ground around you all. I would say there are 10 of them.
Oh,
So,
man.
10 zombies burst out of the ground. This is his first thing. His second decision is he is going to summon something that none of you have ever seen before. Nicholas has seen this.
Of course he
It
has.
looks like a little black hole. And it's about 20 feet between you and him. And what will he do for his final one? For his final attack, he will aim at Kos, since Kos went last. And he is going to do an attack at her. It is going to hit, and where are all my d8s at?
All D8s.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's 8 of them. There's my last one. Oops! Rerolled. Okay, so 40. Cool. He does a total of 70 necrotic damage to Kos. When he points his finger at her. That's Vecna's very first turn. Next up is Bartlyre.
Little bro, please.
Please. What is he going to do? Oh, actually, no, that would have worked anyways. Okay, Bartlyre is going to... Oh, he doesn't have a sword. What's he going to do? He is going to affect the ground around you, and he is going to try to make almost like some little barriers so that the zombies can't get you guys as easily. He rolls a natural 1, and clearly he's too scared of his boss to do it. So that's the thing he does. Verity, it's you again. Kos has the sword. Vecna's 40 feet away, and there is a black hole about 20 feet away from you.
Okay.
Feel free to also, if you guys want to gather any more information, I'll let you guys use a bonus action to, like, ask, like, what's this spell or what's this thing. I'll give you guys a chance to do that. Because it's more fun.
Right. Okay. 10 zombies, right?
10 zombies.
10?
Yep,
Okay.
and they are all around. They're not, like, between you and Vecna. It looks like they've just come up from the ground wherever they were. So they're all around you.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get as many as I can. And I got Burning Hands at level 3. That's a 15-foot cone, so however I can move to try and catch, obviously, and not my friends.
Yeah, I'll say that you can hit 3. Or you can try to hit 3.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it up.
That's a dex save for the zombies.
Dex save for the zombies. Does a...
It's 14. 14.
Okay.
easy.
14, so 2 of them get hit. How much damage them zombies taking?
They get 5d6, and the one that saved gets half as much.
Oh, tasty.
I try. 2, 3, 4.
I don't usually build monsters, so this is like... Let's see how well this goes. All I know is Vecna has 2 cards of spells.
Okay.
So many spells.
26 damage to the 2 get the full damage, and then
Okay, and then 13 to the other.
To the other one, yeah.
All right. They have a special ability that makes them a little resilient to this, so let's see if they can save. They cannot. Okay, so both of the ones that you hit with the full force die. The other is a little crispy. Okay. Next up is the Seer. Who is holding the sword right now? Kos?
Yes.
Shit, Kos, this is not good for you. Okay, Kos. The orb moves towards Kos, and you can see it sort of like pulls on the edge of her image. Let's see if she saves. That's good. 4d10. That's a lot of d10s. Oh, sorry, not 4. 4 is what I have. It's... Where's the stats? Too many things to follow. Where's my orb? Where's my sphere? Oh, there it is. Okay. We got it. I got enough. Boom, 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 boom. I'm doing a little amazingly. Which is really, really, really good for Kos, because 4d10 plus 40 is what this does, which means Kos is now unconscious. Kos drops, and the sword of Kos drops to the ground as well. So, one down. Only the rest of you to go. Next up is going to be Taabi.
I healing word, and in the head I say, "Get out of here." And so it's what is it? I can't remember fucking what it does. It's a D4 plus fucking spellcasting shit.
You're like nothing compared to 4d10 plus 40.
At least it's max, so that's use both devices to check on exact numbers. Spellcasting. That's 14 health points. That's hit points. 14 healed, and so now at least Kos can. I don't think there's really much else I can do, but if I can get in there pretty easily and get the sword and swing a couple times, I guess.
Sure.
So
might as well, right? So you grab the sword off the ground.
Yep. And I need to chip away at Vecna, but what do I do now? I don't know if I want to do the AC thing, or we can see if it's actually within hitting range, or I mean we'll find out. I'll grab it and I'll swing. I do have multi-attack, so I'll swing both times at Vecna. That is a not a lot. This is very perilous. That is a 29 and a 23. Holy shit. 29 and a 25.
Okay. Are you going to lower the AC both times?
The first one was 29. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
No, not yet.
So I'll drop that AC there. And I then, on the second one, I'm going to remove immunity to psychic damage.
Okay. So, psychic damage, I'm going to note that. Okay. This one's interesting because normally I would just be like, hey, he has like all these immunities, but I actually have to track which ones you've gotten rid of. Mm-hmm. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times you have lowered his AC so far, and you have removed one of his resistances, Taabi. Next up, okay, go ahead.
I'm also going to use Bardic Inspiration on both of those to increase my AC. So it's not going to do any damage, but I don't think. Okay. That may be only on a hit. I don't think that'll actually work then. Beep beep, double checking. On a hit. Well, yeah, on a hit. Yeah, can't do anything, so I'm not going to. But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Cool. You guys are getting there. You're getting there. Next up is Nicholas.
I haven't hit him once.
Yeah, I know, but that's.
I wouldn't call that getting there. I would call that the
girlfriend
opposite,
was
getting
unconscious.
nowhere.
That's
One of
not
us is
getting
already dead. He's taken no damage.
Brillia, you know what that orb is.
I do know what that orb is, and I live in fear.
You're real lucky.
She doesn't know me as a player knows, and I'm just
No,
scared.
no, you don't know. Okay, next up is Nicholas. Nicholas is going to drop a fireball on as many of those zombies as he can hit.
Ow.
Which is not as many as you would think, but hey, he's gonna try it. Wow. Okay, so hang on. That's a save. So these are for the... So we want them to fail in this case. So 1 succeeded, 2 succeeded. Okay, so 2 succeeded their save, and the other 3 fail. And a fireball is a whole bunch of D6s, I believe.
Yes, I think it's 66.
8.
Is it 8?
8 D6. Let's see if he can do enough damage to kill them all. Yeah. So, he does do enough damage, but they have their special ability that lets them stay up if they roll high enough. So, haha, only one of them manages to stay up. So 4 more zombies are down. And then the one that managed to stay up has 1 HP left. So he's just a nice little target for you. Arsen's going to decide to do the same because he... Actually, who has the sword right now? Taabi?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that. Arsen's going to come over and try to, cause some chaos. He's going to grab it from you and try to get as far away from the orb as he can while attacking. And he sucks on both of his rolls, but hey. That means he still lowers it to a much lower level for you guys. So you have now done 20 damage to his AC. So good job. Next up is the remaining zombies. There's only 4 of them. So let's say you each get 1. And really, you're still near the back. So we'll say you get 2. Okay. Verity. There's no way that hits. Taabi. No way that hits. Okay, that one probably hits you, Brillia. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so only the one attacking Brillia actually manages to hit. But it's gonna come at you for 14 damage.
What type of damage?
Necrotic.
Okay.
It's an angry little zombie. It's like, eh! That's all it can do. And now it is your turn.
I will take the sword from Arsen.
Okay, he's like, yep, here you go.
Yeah.
Don't want to hold this for long.
Yep. And just bash Vecna.
Okay.
That one's not gonna hit. It's a natural 3, but I will reduce his AC with the attempt.
Okay.
I also rolled another 3.
2 3s, but you're gonna use those
I
both
will-
on HP? Or
on
AC?
AC. And then bonus action, out of fear, I'm going to heal my girlfriend.
Okay. She is standing in the back being like, oh my god!
Oh, okay. So
Oh my gosh,
I
you
rolled
guys.
double 6s on 6, so that's 12 HP for her.
Okay.
We'll take it. And that's my turn.
Yeah, that is your turn indeed. And now that Coss is up, Coss is going to boot it as far away from this fucking orb as possible. She is not sure if it's coming at her, but her guess right now is it is. She doesn't have a lot of options, so she's just going to throw a javelin if she can. Actually, no. If she's running away, she can attack one of the zombies. She'll do that. Natural 20. Yeah, that'll be enough to kill it. These things don't have resistance to criticals, and it does not roll high enough to stay up. Boom. Another zombie down. And we are back at the top with our good friend, Vecna. Okay. Vecna is going to...
Vecna, no. Hey, Vecna, stop.
He's going to try to attack Taabi and Verity, you guys are pretty close together still, right?
Relatively.
Within 40 feet?
I mean,
Yeah, probably, eh? He's going to use another effect. You actually see that you're standing on a sigil that has just it's just started to appear. Whether or not that was carved in or he's casting it, hard to know. But he's going to use this ability, and he's going to try to hit both of you and Arsen with it. And you see the dark necrotic energy rise out of the dirt. Cool. It definitely hits Arsen. And... Oh, no, sorry. You guys have to try to save. Never mind. Try to save from it.
what's the save?
That's a good question. This save is a...
Dexterity?
I think it's Dex. We'll do Dex.
Yes.
For people in the chat, can you tell me which save a Circle of Death is for the next time this comes up? Thank you.
That may be Constitution. Is that an actual spell?
Circle of Death? It sure is.
Let me look it up.
Circle of Death is a level 6 spell.
Circle of Death is a con save. Yes.
There you go. So both of you please give me a con
fucking-
save.
God, 22, and I only have +2, so I win by 20 on a save from a Circle of Death. Though. That's a pretty important
pretty good.
thing.
Verity?
23.
23. So you both save. And our son rolled a 20 that time. Okay, so you'll all take half damage from this. Unless you want to use evasion, Verity, and take... Oh, no, you can't, because not dexterity. Oh, and it rolled
I
like
can still
shit.
use uncanny dodge, can I? Yeah, so I can. Yeah, so I still get half of that.
Yep. Because... So, yeah, you take a quarter of this. It's not that much. It's only going to be 19 damage.
Oh, that's good.
That was pathetic. He did not roll over a 3 on his dice.
What's a quarter of 19? 8.
Yeah. It's an 8d6 damage thing, and he rolled like 19.
A death fireball.
What did I- sorry, 19 is halved already. I should say that. So yeah, so Verity, for
Half
you,
of that.
you do it to 8. Yeah, you're correct. Okay, so that's his first attack. Next up, he is going to... Yeah, he's going to do this. He does. He looks at Arsen, and he makes some kind of gesture, and you notice Arsen seeming to go stiff for a moment. And for his last one, he'll summon some more zombies. No, actually, no. He'll use a firebolt. Nice and simple. Just a cantrip, you guys. It's no big deal. And he's going to shoot that at Verity. Verity, does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
Cool. So this is 4d10 on his cantrip.
Uncanny dodge.
He rolled really good on that one. So that's 10, 19, 26 fire damage.
So half of that.
Yep.
13. Okay. I can handle that. I can handle that.
And we're going to say that's his turn. Bartlyre is going to use a quicken spell, and he is going to try to take out 2 more of the zombies, since he knows he is no good with the sword. He hits both of them. And let's see how many he can take out. He just does damage to 2 of them. They're both still up.
That's fine.
But he did hit them. He did hit... oh, no, actually, sorry. I'm thinking that's the wrong spell. No, it would fall. That's not 2 different guys. That's 1 guy. He used a quicken spell on the same enemy. So 1 more falls.
Ah.
My bad. I'm too used to playing a fire sorcerer, and that's not what I would have done. Next up is Verity again.
Right. I'm gonna go back with the sword, I guess.
Oh, that's a good note, is you can only use Uncanny Dodge once per round, because it's a reaction. You already used your reaction.
Oh, okay. So that's okay. I'll add my other 13 on.
And isn't it only on dex saves? Is that what I'm seeing from the chat too?
Uncanny dodge is
It
when
doesn't say anything about. It says when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage against you. It says nothing about it being
Which save?
Perfect.
and evasion is
Yeah.
for
Is dex.
dex spells.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what it
evasion is.
I was
for-
just
That's
looking
fine.
at the chat. I didn't.
That's fine. The one you would take full is not even a good hit, so it's about the right time.
Yep.
Okay.
I fixed that, I put the extra damage on. Okay. I am going to go back to
So
I'm gonna go
Arsen
back-
has the sword currently, and he is as far away from the orb as he can be, which is only 30 feet if he's still attacking Vecna.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to him.
Mhm.
Is he still stiff?
He is indeed stiff.
Can
He's
I,
okay. Like he's not frozen. He's just like tense.
Okay, I'm gonna take the sword, but I'm gonna ask, are you okay?
He does not give it up willingly.
No. Give him a cookie.
You have telekinesis still. You can still talk. Or
So Verity's just like, he won't give up the sword and really just screams, "Give him a cookie!"
cookie.
I'm gonna shove a cookie in his mouth.
Google blue fur and all that.
Continue the Benny Hill music.
Yeah, definitely.
We're so epic yet so just
Oh my God, we're the
cartoonish
best.
at the same
Um,
time.
You try to pull it, so obviously you were imagining he would just give it to you, but he didn't. You can still
Yeah.
use a strength check to try to rip it out of his hands, or you can do something else to him.
Oh, did the cookie not work?
Oh, did you give him a cookie?
Yeah, I'm giving him a cookie.
All right, you give out a cookie. What's the cookie do?
Negates charm.
Okay,
And
frightened.
cool. You try to grab it, and he's like holding it, and you just like pick a pocket of a cookie and just like jam it in his fucking face. Just like, eat the cookie. Like, just imagine someone is dominated. And they're standing there like, I'm going to defend the sword of my life. And then someone just jams a sugar cookie all over their fucking face, because that's what you just did.
Yeah.
And it works.
We do not have time for this.
It works. Our son is no longer charmed.
This is the best thing I've ever made, these cookies.
Good job. So our son blinks at you and looks at you, and then he yeah, I'm gonna say you still have your what? Do you still have one hand on the sword, or did you let it go?
No, still behind the sword.
Okay, he'll give it to you then. So you spent your turn getting Arsen out of Dominate, which is a good idea, especially since he had a +3 sword on him.
Yep.
Cool. The sphere moves
Only
another.
I dominate my muffin.
No, it...
Oh, look at Vecna.
Vecna, that's for me. That's bedroom times.
Vecna, no.
He has my name scarred into him. Mine. The sphere moves 20 feet closer. It is not close enough to do any damage to you, but Verity, it is coming at you now.
Okay.
It was going at Cost before, but it seems to have redefined itself. And, yeah, over to Taabi.
I see the orb moving.
Yep.
And I'm gonna actually go after the orb itself. Again, with the room there's still a bunch of zombies that now popped up again.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't end up summoning more zombies.
Oh,
He just
right,
used a
you did the
firebolt.
firebolt.
There's only 2 zombies left, and one of them has taken damage already.
All right. How close are they to the orb, or is it close to the orb?
They're
The
not really
damage?
that close.
No.
No.
Okay. So at that point, I am. Let's see. I don't think that's really going to do anything to the orb, but I will go and swing at the orb twice with my dad's sword. And first one definitely does not hit. As a 12, and then the second one is a 27 to hit.
You're attacking Vecna both times?
No.
Or no, the thing.
The orb.
Sorry. Both, yeah, those hit.
Oh, the 12 hits?
Yeah, they're fucking zombies. They're like a quarter of a difficulty or whatever.
So the orb itself, not the zombie.
Oh,
right?
sorry. I misunderstood. Say
Okay,
again. So you're
okay.
you're attacking the orb.
Yes.
So you run up to the orb.
And I'm gonna swing at it once. That's a 12.
Okay.
What happens when I swing at it?
Nothing happens when you swing at it, but when you get within 5 feet of it, something happens.
Okay.
Why can I never find the damn orb? It's because it's not called an orb. I'm just saying that to be a dick.
You should write orb on it.
I did actually. It's because it's hidden in with all the zombie stuff. Please give me a dex save, please.
Dex is my key. That is a 19 on the die. That is a 28.
Okay. Cool. You save, so you only take half of damage from this, which is good.
And it's that 40, 10 plus 40?
Yep. 25. You take 65 damage when you step into range of the gluten-free orb.
Is that halved?
Yes, that's already halved. Wait, is it?
No,
No, it's not. It's not.
On to you.
You got it.
It said 65?
65, yeah, and then half that. I did make it a little bit nicer, because I didn't want it to, completely ruin your day. But
That's fine. I can live.
you can live, for sure.
And then the second hit, I second attack was that 20. Was that 28 on the die, and that I will both Wrathful Smite and use a Bardic Inspiration die.
Okay.
So Wrathful Smite, it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
You're trying to attack the sphere?
Yeah, it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. If it has a way to move.
This is just, it's a thing Vecna is doing, so attacking it
Oh,
won't.
it's not a creature?
No.
And so then on a hit, what happens to it? Because that's
It's not hittable. It's just a happy little orb that wants to eat you.
I turn it back and I say, "Oh, you're a fucker, aren't you?" And where that accent come from, I don't know, but I mean they shift. But and then I jump out of the way because now I waste this spell and if I couldn't hit it,
would you have done it? That's a good question.
I don't think I would have it in the first.
You did feel resistance when you slashed through it, because when you get to towards the center, it would have tried to. Like it has gravity inward, so.
Mm-hmm. So I'll say I would have swung at it. That's fair.
All right, all right.
I declared it anyways, so I'll say I wasted that. But that is how it goes, and
yeah.
I'm gonna book it out of that fucking spot for sure.
And just run, just fucking run like a cat. Yep. Okay. So next up is Nicholas. He's gonna try to take out the last 2 zombies that are there. Both of them get hit. And does he do enough damage to kill them? He does enough damage to kill one of them. It's not the best, but that one is just holding on. Okay, and then Arsen is going to look at Verity and give you a kiss on the forehead, and then he's going to grab the sword back and run at Vecna. And he lowers his AC 2 more. Then there's only 1 zombie left. He's going to go at Nicholas. And he hits Nicholas, but he's not going to do very much damage. Oh, actually, he did really good. He actually did almost max. But that's still not a lot. And that's the zombies. Brillia, it's over to you.
Take the sword.
Okay. Arsen gives you the sword willingly and says, thanks for the cookies.
Of course. Of
Thanks.
course. First attack. Oh, that dice. Another natural 1. Oh, Lord. Second attack. I'll lower the AC with my natural 1.
Yeah.
Second attack is a natural 19.
Okay, how much damage is that? Or what? Sorry, what would that be to
That's
hit?
the total.
And is it the second?
It's a second attack.
So the first attack, you go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the second attack going to be?
The second attack will be 31.
You hit him.
Yo, we hit him!
You hit him.
We hit him! I'm lowering his AC again with that hit.
Everyone in the chat's just like, yes, we did it!
Yes! It's not gonna do much because it's necrotic damage, but yes!
Everyone is so happy.
Oh,
for
actually,
you.
no, I'll take away his resistance to necrotic damage with that hit.
Well, then you didn't hit him. Wait, you did. Wait.
I did. I
'Cause
hit
the
it. I
first
said
one would
instead of
drop it.
taking away his
Yeah.
AC the second time.
Got you. And you would
I'm
take away
taking
his resistance to necrotic. Got it.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Sorry. I
Uh,
had to do the thing. Okay.
Did you set his
Okay.
AC to like 58 or something, or 60 at even?
something like that. It's an odd number, actually.
Hmm.
I actually set it up. I modified what I found online to specifically make it last a certain way for you guys. Yeah. Next up,
So that was 13 necrotic damage.
13 necrotic damage. You actually do some damage to Vecna.
Yep.
All right.
I know that.
And last up is Kos. Kos is still near the back. Actually, no. Kos has seen that the orb is no longer moving towards her. You know what? Kos is going to be the smart one, for once. And Kos is going to grab the tablecloth. Because it is now time to go elsewhere.
Yes, it is. Thank God.
Cossa is going to bring it closer to you guys, but has no way of kind of, like, the goal here is you kind of have to, like, flatten it over everybody. So somebody's going to have to, like, go up and, like, drop it on Vecna's head. You know, to, like, get him through. Like, he's not going through. Or you could do something really assholey and just assume he'll follow you. But she's going to bring it up closer.
The minute she grabs it and starts like preparing it, I'm saying, I grab one corner, you grab a corner, and we all do this on one turn. I'm gonna hold my action to do so for when it comes back around to me, just so we can like get it all going.
Okay.
You know, like in gym class where you would do the like
The parachute. Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys are going to parachute Vecna. Is that the plan for everybody? Or is anybody going to keep attacking Vecna this turn?
I mean, we only
No,
need
let's
4.
get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. All right.
So we're all gonna gather near Vecna and like parachute
Yep.
with him.
Yes.
It's exactly like grade school. Exactly like
Love
grade
it.
school.
We're
Throw it up
stuffing
in the
cookies
air.
in people's mouth. We're doing the parachute.
And there's a big bully attacking us with necrotic damage. Every grade school has one.
All right. Vecna sees you guys doing this, but doesn't really know what you're doing, because honestly, he doesn't fucking know what this thing is. He's like, what the fuck are these kids doing? Whatever, I'm gonna keep attacking them. He is going to... Oh, is he gonna do this already? I think he is. Yeah, he is. He looks at Kos and creates a cage around her so she is not able to keep moving. Thankfully, Taabi and the others are able to keep the sheet going. But she is now encased in this invisible prison. So she's like miming it up in this little box. It's actually bars. The bars are I think like an inch apart or something like that. Like it's actually
it's a 10-foot cage, right?
It's a force cage.
Yeah, the one that I just added to my spell list.
Yeah, it's a force cage. So Cossa is now stuck in a force cage. That's the first thing. And then he's gonna summon some more zombies. He doesn't know this is a bad idea, so he's gonna summon 8 more zombies. And then he is going to use a cone of cold at Arsen and Verity. Who I think, is anyone else near you? Taabi?
I moved to go to where the orb started to go.
So just Arsen and Verity, he's gonna aim a cone of cold. Wait, is this a spell attack?
It is a save.
Yeah.
So it's a AoE.
Okay, so, please roll, Verity. I'm gonna have Arsen roll a 19. So he'll take half damage.
Calm
What?
save.
Okay.
Calm saves.
Yeah.
16.
16 is going to be enough to save, just enough. So you'll both take half damage, and this is a shitty attack. No, actually, there's with the 7. He did okay. It's gonna do. I know how to do math. 28 damage. So half, you'll both take 14.
And I can use my uncanny dodge again.
Yep. So 7. The chat was asking what form is Vecna in. Vecna is what I have been calling hot teen Vecna form. He is very lanky but muscular. He is missing one arm just below the elbow. He's very, very pale, but he's also kind of sexy. He actually looked like that was like when Brillia cut him, you could see that the damage that was done does not look like how normal skin cuts. So it seems like that may be fading. But at the beginning of his turn, he healed, so. And by healed, I mean he has like an automatic ability that does that. Yeah, and then he's got one more turn left, so he did that. No, he doesn't. That's it. That's all 3 of his moves. So that's Vecna time. Bartlyre is going to help you guys out. Verity, you're getting the thing. I'm going to say that when 3 of you were actively doing it, that's probably enough to get him through. So you bring the parachute napkin over Vecna's head and teleport him to some plane. Yeah, you are all still on this side for the time being. So, do you guys say anything to each other before you jump in? I will remind you that Cossa is caged for the moment.
And we can't dispel it, so that's good to know.
We might. Does it work? Does Brillia know it works?
What?
I have dispel magic.
I'll say it out loud because I know the spell as well, so I would know. So it's like
I don't think it doesn't work.
I don't know if we can't move it though. I think we may be able to drag the force cage potentially. I don't know if it's immovable or not.
It is actually connected to other planes as well, so you cannot like displace her or something to get her out of it, because she will still just be in that cage elsewhere.
As long as we can bring her though in the cage, like a carry-on.
Carry-on, Kos.
She doesn't fit under the seat, but over the top.
That's assuming, of course, that you guys think that's the best plan to do. Kos is in the cage. Kos knows nothing about magic. And she's like, you have to keep going.
Really doesn't know. But... I am... Is it like the bars? Can I still like touch her through the cage before we head out?
Yes.
Okay.
They're invisible, but when you touch, you're going to be like...
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And I'm just going to hold her hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see you again. We're going to come back. I love you. And then I'm just going to... Yeah, we're going to go.
Kick his ass, babe. Kick his fucking ass. He's got a gross one. Okay.
It does not.
And you guys run towards the napkin. I hate that that's what I call it, but you guys run towards it, and shall you jump through?
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm real quick gonna let them go through it first, and then I'm gonna go see if I can dimension door with Cossa out of there. It's a charisma saving throw that one of us has to make.
Okay.
I think it's the trapped one, but...
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm
so
gonna
you're
give her
going to
bardic
try while
inspiration.
everyone else is running through?
Yep, because I'm not
Okay.
going to leave Cossa behind. We've been through this before.
Aw, you're such a bro.
We've been through this before.
2. And then
The door is locked.
Yeah. Even with your bardic inspiration, which was a 6. Yeah. She's like, watch Brillia's back. I can fight these things even if I'm caged. And she turns towards all the zombies that are coming with her own sword out. She's just gonna be like stabbing them through the cage.
I do one of those like on the cheek things. It's like, we'll be back, don't worry. And then I dive into the hole.
Yeah. Taabi will follow you as the camera goes through. as everyone is teleported to a place you have not been, but that looks oddly familiar. It's bright and beautiful and so different from where you are currently. This place seems like it might be the Feywild, and you're not alone. You see a familiar face. Ah! Da da da! It's Fennir!
What?
Wow, these good berries are so good. I can't wait for my next vacation.
So Fennir, you were just going about your day, eating some good berries, delivering some packages, and all of a sudden, Vecna appears before you. He is pissed, and he is looking around for things, and you're like, oh fuck, what is Vecna doing
In the
here?
9 hells, I don't think I have a letter for you.
And following through are some of your old friends who you recognize, who clearly have gotten themselves into a not great situation. So.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Hi, this way.
Hi,
Help! Get away from him.
please, get away from
Get away
me.
from him.
I come out of the
Like
hole.
scurries.
It's a living, and then the audience all applauds and credits roll.
Okay, so Fennir, now that you have, I assume you're going to help these people.
Oh, absolutely. They're like the only friends I actually know, and there's just this giant Vecna. I can't just stand by. I still have to deliver letters after this.
I still have work. I don't get sick days.
I'm not on vacation yet. Like, I gotta get there.
Would you like to roll your initiative that we might add you
I
in?
would love to. Oops. Gotta find out what our initiative is. Let's see.
I'm very curious to see what Fennir's been up to and what cool abilities you
So
have for
she
us.
she rolled a 9.
Cool.
She's still a little in shock. Just
Still
9
Brillia.
total?
9 total.
Okay, I'm gonna put you before Arsen then, because that's what he rolled.
Okay.
You know what? Arsen has many great skills, and one of them is not rolling initiative high. That's all I gotta say about him. Cool. So, feel free to yell things at Fennir to be like, hey, by the way, here's our plan.
I'll change that
Kill
over.
Vecna.
That's in the
That's
brain.
bad.
It's in the brain. You're getting mental messages now.
Hi, Fennir!
It's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this. It's a 3+ sword. Just swing it.
We're playing hot potato with the sword, this god-killing sword. Just if you're good with swords, grab it and bash him with it.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Well, you guys planned this in such a way that Vecna has already used his turn and sort of wasted some of it on summoning zombies that are not with you guys anymore. Who is holding the napkin at the moment? Taabi. Taabi's last one through.
I will. I jumped in last, so I'll close it when I come through.
All right. So, so Verity, and so we said 3 people were helping, and that was enough to get through. So we're gonna say Brillia. We're right at the end now.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's you.
I'll take the sword again.
Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. I should reorganize this. It's Fennir. Fennir.
It's Fennir.
This happens, and you're like, ah!
Good. That's great. Awesome.
Hit
I'm
the sexy
so
one-armed
prepared.
man.
Interesting. All right. Very undead, but very unnaturally attractive man. All right.
Right.
Wink.
That's what I said. They thought that.
Well, I guess my first reaction, because I'm not sure what's going on, is I'm going to pull out my bow and I'm going to attach an arrow and I'm going to shoot straight for this undead attractive man. Because my
Yep.
friends told me to.
Yep, that's all I do.
Blind trust.
Blind trust.
Love it. On board right
Absolutely.
away.
I'm going to make 2 attacks, and I do believe that I
Okay.
can do.
Yep.
Fennir deserves one heck of a vacation after this battle.
I'm also going to do what's called dreadful strikes.
Okay.
So what it does is it's going with a bonus action. I can actually cause an extra 1d6 psychic damage if I hit.
Ooh. All right, let's see if you can hit.
Because she looks at him and goes, no.
He looks
Well,
mean.
one of them might hit. Let's find out. The first one is going to be a 26.
Just not.
The second one's only a 13.
Somehow that one hits. No. So Fennir whips out a bow, does a truly impressive shot, and yet it ricochets off Vecna, which is probably terrifying for you because that you know that was a good shot.
Guys, he's a little hard to kill.
We know.
Keep going.
Yeah, he does that. He does.
Just gonna stand there with her bow and just kind of try and take in her surroundings for a second.
Who has the sword right now?
Wasn't it Arsen?
Arsen still has it? Cool. He's gonna attack again then, since he's holding it. Arsen's coming at him. Ooh, actually, will that one hit? No, it won't. He's not as good as you guys. Sorry. I got excited.
Flies flat.
I got excited. But he'll bring it down 2 more points. And he's like, haha! There you go. He's very excited for when he gets to use his rapiers again. And it would be zombies' turns, but zombies are no longer here, so now it is Brillia's turn.
And I will take the sword from Arsen and I will slash him with it.
Yep.
As I do. That's not gonna hit. That's a natural 4, but I will reduce his AC again.
Okay.
That's also not gonna hit. That's a natural 3.
Okay.
But I will actually take away his resistance to radiant damage if he has any on this other hit.
You take away his resistance to radiant, you say. He does indeed have resistance to it, so thank you very much.
Good.
Celestial Warlock has to plan ahead.
Yep.
Good.
Alright. And then, oh god, we're back at Vecna. He's so mad at you guys. He's so pissed.
I'm the last one who hit him. I'm scared.
This isn't my beautiful house. This isn't my beautiful wife. Underground.
So Vecna's pissed, unsurprisingly. And he is going to... So he already forcecage Kos. What's he going to try to do? He's going to try to... He's going to Circle of Death again. I liked that. And I'm going to say you're all pretty close at this point because, you know, you just came through the thing. So if everybody would like to do me a con save, that would be lovely.
Oh, I live in fear.
Oh, thank God.
My +1 con is surely gonna help.
It pulled me back up to 20. I'm so happy that that con has actually had my back for the first time in this entire series.
So Taabi, you said you got 20?
Thank God, yes.
Okay, Brillia?
It is.
Or...
Question: is
Sorry, go ahead,
this
Fennir.
a charm or possibly to be frightened?
No.
Okay, then.
No, it is a Circle of Death. It is necrotic.
It is a circle to be death.
Yeah.
Well, Fennir only gets a 7 then.
Okay, Verity?
10.
10? Okay. So, Taabi... Taabi and Nicholas both save.
I look at them, we're not kissing stuff.
We're still not kissing. We're still not kissing! 15 plus... That's going to be 26 damage to each of you, except for those of you who took half. Obviously, it'll be 13.
And I have necrotic resistance.
Cool, there you go.
That's not
So half of the half.
Yeah.
20.
Oh, that
Yep.
really hurt.
Oh, God, I hate this.
And you're lucky, because actually one of the effects the zombies had was that any zombies that Vecna summons, oh, never mind. Sorry, that's them. That's them. They are resistant to necrotic damage since he summoned them. But you're good. There you go.
7 damage.
All right. So that's Vecna's first move.
Ugh.
Second one is he is going to plan something.
Oh no.
And third one is he's going to bring back that good old orb. It's not within range of you guys right now, but it is floating around, being a buddy. So it is about 20 feet behind him. And that will be Vecna's turn, and he is going to turn to Bartlyre, and he is going to scream at him to, like, fucking do something. Because this battle is hectic enough, he actually hasn't noticed, because Bartlyre hasn't attacked him. He's been assuming he's shooting towards the back of the army and not shooting zombies, so he actually doesn't know that he's on your side yet. So he yells at Bartlyre to help him. And he will not. Oh, Bartlyre, my boy!
Got him.
That's enough. That's enough. He's gonna hit with 2 daggers, actually. He whips.
So proud of him!
He whips 2 daggers out of his cloak, and he attacks. It's not a lot of damage, but it is worth it to see Vecna's face.
Fucking do something! Ah.
So he, it's more of a dramatic moment than it is a,
Silly.
badass. Yeah, so the one dagger hits him in the shoulder, and the other hits him in the hip bone. And as Vecna, like, rips them out, you see that, while the skin is perfect and creamy and beautiful, you can, like, see, like, a gaping hole into, like, ash and decrepit flesh underneath. He's doing one of those "I am no man" moments. I am not your slave. And that's Bartlyre's moment. Verity, it's over to you, man.
Nani the fuck? Oh gosh. Thank you, Jack. Oh god, that was a good Sorry, that got me really distracted. Okay. Yeah, right. I'm grabbing this. They are. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the sword and I am going to stab.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's a natural one. No. No.
Okay.
Yeah. You are going back into your bathtub and I'm gonna give myself a new d20. and I'm just gonna take his AC down by 2 again.
Okay. You only did the 1 attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty. Next up in the turn order is our good friend the Sphere. The Sphere is going to move at Verity. And it is actually close enough to get to you this turn, unfortunately. Verity, you are going to have to do something. There it is. There it is. Give me a dex save. If you fail this dex save, I'm going to be so disappointed in you.
17.
Okay. So we take half damage. And the Sphere... That's pretty good. The Seer does 55 damage to you.
Is that necrotic?
It is.
Then I take half of that.
There you go.
Half of 55. Why can't you make it even numbers?
Was it a dex save though?
25.
It was, but I think she already used her her evasion this turn, right?
For Vecna.
Yeah. Too many things attacking.
Oh no, I didn't use. I used.
It says a reaction
uncanny...
though.
Yeah, but I used.
If you reacted this turn, though, and I
Or
think
this
both
round.
of those are reactions, right?
No. Evasion is just when you're subjected to an effect that makes a dex saving throw, you only take half damage. It doesn't say. Uncanny dodge is a reaction.
I'm fine
But
with that.
evasion. Yeah.
So then you wouldn't take anything, right? Because you
it's-
saved, right?
She did,
I think so.
Yeah, so then I would take.
Anything.
Well, I would take half.
You take half and then half again.
You actually take
Half and then half again.
you take no damage if you save a dex save.
Oh,
She did
that's
dex save, so
right.
you take
Okay,
no
yeah.
damage.
So you
okay.
managed to do like a cool cartwheel or something, and you managed to get like 5 feet away from
And
it.
that's no reaction needed. That's
You're
just
just-
how it do.
You just like nope right out of there.
Big nope. Big nope.
Big old nope. I thought about taking that damage, and then instead I decided to live. And that's saying something for Verity.
Yeah.
Tabby.
Yeah, she's a change woman.
I say in my head to everybody, well, do we keep them here or do we bring them somewhere else? Because we can take them somewhere else too. Anybody?
Fenrir's just like, what the fuck does that mean?
We can take him somewhere else.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
yeah.
Fenrir,
Yep.
we'll explain in a moment. We need to get him through.
It'll take another round before it is ready to work again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So who follows after me?
That's a great question. After you is Nicholas, then Fennir, then Arsen, then Brillia, then top of the order.
We can get him back before the next turn round, I think. If I use my turn to do that, and then the next 3 use, is that fair to say?
I can do it in my turn.
To do
I
what?
have a thing.
To get the 4 people needed, or
Oh,
people
the
easily.
thing is that the
it's
only,
2 turns.
Yeah,
It's 2 turns.
yeah.
Right? 12
You have to
seconds,
spend
right?
2 rounds in each place.
Aha.
It's
So I was
okay.
like, well, that's
it's
a good idea. And I'm gonna go up and grab the sword and go on the other side of Vecna, and I'm gonna also holy weapon it.
Okay.
So it also now does radiant damage.
Okay. He is not resistant to radiant damage anymore, thanks to Brillia.
Who follows after me?
Immediately after you is Nicholas, then Fennir.
And I hand it off to Nicholas because that was my action, holy weapon.
Nicholas looks at it and he's like, I'm a fucking wizard, dude.
You're not gonna swing up? No, that's fine. Do your thing. Do your thing.
He like looks at you like he's ashamed, and he tries. He rolls a 19.
What's his name? Samson?
He fucking hits.
It turns out I'm really good at this.
Turns out he's a badass. He doesn't do a lot of damage because he isn't built for it, but he hits Vecna and he's just like, shit. So good job. You made Nicholas question all of his life choices. Vecna looks him in the eye and he's just like, and just like holds it out to whoever's next. Which is Fennir. So if you want the blade, Nicholas is like,
She like looks to Tabby and like points to the sword, goes, Dad.
It was a rapier at one point, and it also was a different thing. So feel free.
He is also going to remove resistance to slashing damage.
Oh, thank God.
He thinks that'll help.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, then Fenrir's gonna run up and try and heave this giant sword, and she's gonna go,
As soon
yeah.
as you pick it up, you're like, oh fuck, I can wield this thing.
Oh wow.
What are you proficient in, like weapons wise? It's probably like a rapier or something, or a short sword. Like you pick it up and you're like, oh.
Does it just shift every time some of us grabs it?
It always
For the
looks the
weight.
same, but it feels different.
Dagger, hand axe. Like a hand axe, I guess.
There you go. So you pick up the sword and you're like, this feels exactly
Wow.
like a hand axe, even though like clearly it's like feet longer.
Well, then she's gonna make 2 attacks then.
Just
now that it
hack at
feels
him.
like a weapon, just why not?
Fucking do it, man.
Axe away. Well, what if I'm not so much? She's also going to use the bonus action to add a 1d6 to psychic damage if she hits. Fingers crossed. The first one is 25.
25 to hit. You indeed hit.
I think that does.
Yeah.
I think she's also going to lower his AC with that hit as well.
You guys
so
are
let's
making
see,
him
damage.
pathetic.
Which is good.
But I'm going to do the hand axe stats then. The second one is only a 10, so I doubt
No.
that hits.
Only the
I don't
first
think his
one.
AC's that low yet.
Not yet.
Let's see. 1d6, so it'll be 2d6, and 6 that will be psychic damage.
Mm-hmm. And his psychic resistance has been eliminated, so that is handy.
All right, so it looks like and it's slashing damage as well. So three slashing damage, and then we got 5 psychic damage.
And also radiant damage because it is a holy weapon. Forgot about that. So that's also 2d8 radiant damage.
2d8. All right, I'll take it.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Also, it does +3.
He's just like feeling the power going.
It's also a +3. That's right.
It's also +3.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
This sword is broke as fuck.
Good.
So wait, would the +3 be for the slashing?
For the slashing, yeah.
Okay, so then it was actually 5 slashing,
Yep.
5 psychic, and then 10 radiant damage.
Okay. Well done. Well done.
She's just sitting there like,
You feel so fucking powerful with the sword.
she's now questioning why she's a postal worker.
I could be a professional stabber.
Maybe I could be Vecna.
Nah, I'm not attractive enough. Dang it.
Oh, so actually, as you cut into him, he's getting a lot less pretty.
So maybe I could.
When you slice open like the front of his robe, like it hangs down a little bit, and his like flesh hangs down in the same way the torn fabric hangs. It's pretty gross. He's a nasty looking dude underneath all that. Just look on the face. He's a real butter body. Thank you.
And so Fennir's just gonna kind of hold it out as in like, I don't know who's next, but here.
Arsen is Arsen's not gonna grab it this time. He's just gonna run at it with his own rapiers. What? He loves them!
I know, I'm just waiting for it not to work.
I'm gonna drop his AC twice, by the way, because I know I hit him twice. I forgot to pick another, so it'll be twice with this AC. Sorry.
This is the perfect explanation of Arsen. He rolled a natural 20 and a natural 1. He's such a boy.
That's very him.
Cool. He does a pretty good attack when he hits, and he's gonna take it down to that much damage. And he is going to remove the ability of Vecna to resist piercing damage. Because he obviously didn't get to do his full hit there, and he was like, I don't like that. I would prefer he take all the damage. So that's Arsen. Oh wait, he wasn't using that sword. Sorry, he doesn't do that.
He was using his own rapier.
He didn't do it.
Oh,
Sorry.
True.
Piercing still is, so when you see when Arsen uses his blade that it doesn't quite stab in as well as it should. So you are aware of that, but it's still accurate. Brillia, it is you. For Verity who stepped away, we are now in the Feywild with Fennir still fending Vecna. And his AC is down to 12!
With my bonus action, I am going to cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise of the Upper Planes.
Okay.
And we have, and instead of last time when you guys saw me with fiendish wings, it now looks like I have celestial, almost Aasimar-like wings sprout from me.
Brillia! 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 Do you know what I just remembered?
What? And I have to thank Paylor for it.
You haven't been thanking Paylor!
I haven't cast a spell.
Oh, you're lucky, son!
I'm about to thank Paylor. I was about to do it once I did my description. Okay. I haven't cast a spell once.
Okay. Okay. You gotta thank Paylor.
I just thanked Paylor. Thank you, Paylor. As I cast the spell.
From the sky, he's like, hey.
Yeah. We're good. We're good.
We're good, Paylor.
And, that is, I'll keep track of all of my weapons attacking magicals. I attack really well, and I'm immune to necrotic and radiant damage. Okay, love. Attack him!
Cool. Are you using
the sword?
Yeah.
Yes, I will grab the sword. Okay. Which also, thank you, Taabi, for adding radiant damage to it, because now we add a +5 to that in addition, because I'm a celestial warlock.
Yay! See, it's all coming together now.
The gang's all here. I love it.
Actually, that's still gonna hit.
Okay.
That's a 5 plus 13.
Yeah, it
So that's
hits.
still gonna hit him.
Yep.
And what's the radiant damage thing, Tabby?
2d8.
2d8. Okay, so that will be 13 radiant for the radiant.
Mm-hmm.
11 of slashing, whatever the heck the sword is,
Yep.
on the first attack.
14, 11. Yep.
Second attack. It's gonna hit. I rolled an actual 14. I will roll that all again. Ooh, did I just roll a 7 and an 8 on those d8s? We love you. So that will be 16. 22. 22, because I have another thing, because I'm Celestial Warlock. 22 radiant, and then only 6 slashing from that. And I will, in my head, tell everyone to give me the napkin now that I can poof it on his head since I can fly.
Give me the napkin. She's trying to be a badass.
No, I don't say that. I say it really nicely, like I normally do. If you could please pass me the napkin, that would be great.
That'd be super duper. I'd really like that.
Mel, check our chat.
Our chat?
Yeah.
Oh boy, what's going on?
No worries. But yeah, I have the napkin, so I'll okay. You take it. It's big, so I mean, go for it. Do your thing.
For the question, yes, you can know that.
Okie dokie. Also, and I will lower his AC for one of those hits, and the second one I will take his resistance to. Let's go with fire.
Okay. He actually did not have resistance to fire, but that's okay. You don't know, right? It's
I don't know.
I can see why you think I would, because, Verity's here.
And also I'm here, which I never used that ability, but we have it.
So, he's lost his resistance so far to necrotic, psychic, piercing, slashing, and radiant damage.
Thank goodness.
And it's now his turn. He has just realized that his loyal follower, Bartlyre, has betrayed him, just as his last follower, Kos, has betrayed him. And he is fucking pissed. He looks at Bartlyre and he whispers something. And even though it isn't affecting you, you get this feeling of it as it passes by your body. And Bartlyre's eyes just kind of go distant. And then he just kind of looks around at you guys confused before kind of focusing on Brillia. So that's the first thing he does. Then he's just going to do a couple Fingers of Death. Why not? I believe that is a save as well. Am I correct? Finger of Death, please do. He is going to cast it on who's looking the cockiest.
It's usually Taabi, but that's unfortunate.
Okay, so Gwen's going to Taabi. Who else is looking kind of cocky?
It's a con save.
I do look very menacing with new wings.
Actually, it's probably going to be you, Brillia, because you're the sister of his, So con save from Taabi and Brillia, please.
Keep calling the con saves. I'm loving this. Also,
dirty 20!
Same. Dirty 20 as well again.
Both disgusting.
Ooh, my dice decided to be nice.
Actually, oh shit, hang on. Because this is level 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough. Because it's such a high level spell, it's not enough. Okay, so that's 15, 20 damage plus 30, 33, 63 damage each.
What type of damage?
Necrotic.
I'm immune.
Well, look at you.
I take damage though, so that's fun. And how much was he? How much you said 63?
Yeah.
Good thing I don't die.
And his rage seems to radiate in the area around you, and it's as if all of the bits of ground that you guys are standing on just start to rise up suddenly, like you're floating on these little bits of ground. So that happens. It doesn't do any damage or anything like that to you. But that's it. He did some damage to Taabi, and he did something to Bartlyre. And that is his turn. It is now Bartlyre's turn. He looks confused, and he goes over to Brillia and he tries to take your hand.
Can I insight check him?
Sure. Like you can, or you can do like Arcana if you want to try to figure out what spell was cast. You suck at Arcana, so I don't know why I would offer that.
Yeah. We're not gonna do Arcana.
We're not
We're gonna do
Arcana.
insight.
Okay.
We're gonna do insight. Oh goodness. Okay. I rolled a natural 20.
Cool.
So yeah.
You have heard of the spell. This is a spell called Feeble Mind. He has reduced Bartlyre's charisma and intelligence to 1 for the next month.
Okay.
That said, while he can't cast magic and things like that because, you know, he doesn't know how anymore, and he can't talk or understand language, he does know that you are his friends and he will follow you and stick close to you.
Okay.
So he understands that he can trust you, but he does not have any way of communicating with you anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna take his hand. And I am staring daggers at Vecna. Like, it's just like the full-on golden flames on the eyes are happening right now. And I am murderous intent.
Cool. That's what I wanted. Verity, it's you. Oh, and Vecna healed. Silly me.
Okay. Are we doing the napkin? Are we doing the napkin now? Is it napkin time yet?
That is a good question. It can be, so we did 1 full round. We did 2, didn't we?
This is the middle of that second round, so I didn't know.
We'll save.
I'm at the top of the initiative. So
yeah, top of the initiative. We'll save just for simplicity's
be...
sake. So yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can you can pull him somewhere else if you would like to.
Napkin, yes.
Let us do it.
All right. So Verity, you're gonna help. Who's holding the sword?
I am.
Yes.
Cool. I guess you don't fucking care that the orb's coming at you.
But my brother's right there.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay. Yeah, the orb is coming at you, and it's going to do some damage to your brother.
Yep. I should have stayed quiet, guys. But
You're right. When you're right, Brillia. That's what I appreciate about you. You may be a min-maxer, but you always admit when you're wrong.
Min-maxer by chance.
Good player by choice. Alright. I don't even know why I'm rolling. Like, he can't...
Look.
He doesn't fucking know what to do. He doesn't understand what's happening. Like, it's gonna hit him. Yeah, it's gonna hit him. Like, he doesn't understand what's happening right now. And cool, he takes 69 damage. Nice.
Okay. How is he looking?
I mean, he's not great, but he's not, like, on death's door. He mostly just seems scared now. Like, he doesn't even know what happened that made him have pain, but now he's scared. Yeah. So the orb goes. So Verity's helping with the thing. Taabi, are you helping with the napkin?
Yes. Do I need to use my full turn to do so, or could I also heal myself?
I'll let you heal yourself. You can't attack, but I'll say it's a bonus. Yeah, why not?
It is a bonus action anyway. So.
And Nicholas will help as well. So that's 3. As you guys drag him into the next area. Fennir, you'll be first up when you guys jump through. So you have sent Vecna somewhere else. Anything else you guys want to do or say before you follow him through?
Boy, does my blood hurt. And then that's it.
I guess it's time for another vacation.
I got the snorkel.
Bartlyre just looks at Brillia like, what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna take him with us,
Okay.
and I have a plan.
Okay.
Give him a juice box and some Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Sit him in the corner.
You'll be okay.
I'm not gonna abandon him in the Feywild.
Oh, not leave him there. Bring him with us. Set him to the side. Give him a busy activity
It's
and go
the
back to killing Vecna.
Feywild. You know some Fey is gonna trick him. His intelligence is a 1.
You're leaving the Feywild.
I mean, he can't understand language, so he can't really do anything. Like, no one can steal his, like, name or anything like that.
Oh, but-
Regardless, you have sent Vecna somewhere new. And as you step into the napkin again, you feel a somewhat familiar pull. It's like the napkin wants to bring you somewhere, and it's being pulled off course. And you felt that before, when you've been heading towards... Yay! Towards the Shadowfell. And as you land... Lenore is there, ready to fight.
This place again? Oh, man. I guess it is vacation then.
Welcome home, guys. Welcome home.
I'm going to hug Lenore. I want to hug Lenore.
I love how we're just all ignoring Vecna. We're like, we're hugging Lenore.
Vecna, you wait.
Hi. So you brought Vecna. Well done. How's it going? So much. I know. I missed you. You married? Did you marry? You married? We married him. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. You're still married? Are you still married to that? Yeah.
I knocked her up.
I
I knocked her up.
Don't say that in front of Vecna.
I was saying it in our
Shit.
minds. It's fine. It's
Okay. Yes.
Vecna says in our minds, no you didn't.
fine. No, you didn't.
Oh.
That's a fucking lie.
So friends, I have a present for you. I have cast a spell which is called Temple of the Gods. Can you see this beautiful, sparkling temple behind us? Sorry, Melissa.
You indeed can.
It is a temple that exists on the ground behind us. For somebody to enter it, they have to save on a charisma save. That save is 15 when you inevitably want to enter my temple, Melissa. All of you guys are more than welcome because I have blessed it for you. It is... Let me get the spell up so I can tell you all of the goodies that I'm going to complicate this story with.
Vecna's like, guys, what about me? For those of you who were listening when we were like, check out the chat, this was the thing we were discussing whether or not it happened. So it indeed happened.
I've been waiting for you, so I've prepared this. So the temple's interior is an open space with an idol at one end. There is only one door that can be entered through. It smells of burning incense and is dimly lit. You can see that there are ravens sitting on each of the posts outside. It is kind of like this spectral temple. You can see through it. It's very much hues of kind of blues and blacks and shadowy goodness. It opposes certain types of creatures. So in this instance, it's going to be the undead. And at any time that kind of creature tries to enter the temple, they have to make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, they can't enter that temple for 24 hours. Even if they do enter the temple, the magic there hinders it. When they make an attack roll or an ability check or a saving throw inside the temple, they have to roll a d4 and subtract that number from the rolled d20. In addition, senses created by divination spells can't appear inside the temple, and creatures within it can't be targeted by divination spells. Okay. Finally, whenever a creature in the temple regains hit points from a spell of first level or higher, that creature regains additional hit points equal to my wisdom modifier each time. So anytime you heal, you get an additional, my wisdom modifier is +2. You get an additional +2. Welcome home.
I've never seen so much color in the Shadowfell. Those very muted blues really pop right here, you know.
Thank you. I've been decorating.
It's almost like you've been planning this the whole time.
Right? So quick, come inside. At least then we can have some kind of protection. We can go in and out of the temple, and I'm sure he's going to get into it eventually, but he'll be at great disadvantage when he does.
Okay.
Can Fennir do her action before she enters the temple?
Yeah, we'll jump into turn order again. Lenore, if you can give me where you are, if you roll your initiative, and then we will jump right back into the fight with Fennir's turn.
Luckily, I have advantage on initiative because that was dog shit. Oh, so was that. Great. 12.
12. All right, you are after Taabi in the turn order. So, Lenore, welcome to the party. Welcome to the fight. Let's make this happen. Fennir, it is you. Who was holding the sword?
Was it
It's
still?
Is it
It's
Tabby
still
or
me.
No, it's still.
Brilliant.
Still
Okay.
me.
Really, yeah.
Brillia's got it.
Yep.
Well, Fenner's just gonna kind of look around and then point at Vecna and just, he's gonna hear within his head just some whispers of, I bet you don't even send Christmas cards. And she's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Yes.
So rude. So
That's
rude.
the one. That's the one.
That's great.
That's it.
It is a Wisdom saving throw DC 15.
Okay.
Fun stuff.
He rolled a 19.
I think he takes half. Let's see. Let's find out.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he
Bet
takes
you
half
don't even
damage.
send Christmas cards. The most insulting thing a postal worker can say to a god.
I feel like he would reply back with, "You know what? I actually do send Christmas cards." I doubted myself for a second, though.
Yeah, he's
said
a great pen pal,
Bartlyre
actually.
didn't put on return postage.
It's just that he doesn't use the postal service. He uses his weird books. That's the problem.
Skin
XOXO.
books.
Or,
Or he
his
sends
cards
it a
are just
zombie.
eyes, you know?
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, do your thing though.
It is 10 psychic damage.
'Kay.
So he saved, so it'll only be 5.
All right, that's fine. That's the number. Cool. Is that your whole turn? Oh, you can book it. Do you want to book it?
I think I'll be right by the door and see what everyone else does just to be sure. Because she's like, do I still need help?
I 100% respect that Fennir is a fey creature and is like, I'm not gonna go into that really cool temple until I know what it's fucking doing. Because have you been to
She
the
doesn't
Fae?
like the Shadowfell. There was too many scary things that happened last time. So
No, this might
trusting
be a
thing here.
trick. I'm gonna double check.
she's been tricked before and she refuses to be tricked again.
100% respect. Okay, Arsen is next up. Arsen is going to grab the sword from Fennir, if you are willing, and come at Vecna with a couple of attacks. He does not hit, so he can't do any damage, but he'll still do something meaningful. He's going to remove Vecna's resistance to being blinded, because he knows Taabi did that earlier, and cold. He remembers the Ellie glove because someone should. And that's our son's turn. Brillia, it's you delightful monster.
Memoir name.
Okay. I
Brillia, the
am
delightful
not
monster.
going to grab the sword because
Ooh.
I have. Can you check your phone really quick?
Mischief!
You're gonna swing a
many
horse like a club.
secrets.
So many secrets.
You know, secret sink ships. Friendships.
Up to you.
And also cannonballs.
You can. It won't really change things either way.
Oh fuck. She's not gonna do it. She knows if she needs. She knows she needs that slot.
I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, this is a 30-day thing, so it makes sense that in the moment this is not the priority, but you know,
This is not the
yeah,
priority. Okay.
yeah. But you know you can. You got
I'm
a
still
plan.
not gonna take the sword because I have a backup plan.
Okay.
I am going to go to the temple
Mm-hmm.
with my flying movement.
Cool.
As
Fly
I
in.
fly, I will cast Crown of Stars on myself as my action. And I now have a crown that looks of stars, and that will come into play later. And I will look at Fennir and I'm just going to be like, I think we should go in. Lenore made this for us. It's going to be very helpful. Let's go. And I'm just like, go in the temple.
In the temple.
In the temple.
I just feel like if I was playing Pokemon, Brillia would be like powering up a solar beam right now. Like she casts sunlight or something, and then she's now.
Oh yeah,
solar
I
beam.
do have an orb of sunlight around.
Yeah,
me.
and I'm just like,
So-
that's gonna hurt when that hits. That's not gonna be fun.
And thank you, Paylor.
And thanks, Taylor. Cool. It's Vecna's time again.
Vecner.
Vecner. Vecner's what people called him in high school.
Vecnerd.
Vecnerd. Cool. He's going to. You're all in one place. He is going to do a couple of mean things to you guys.
Rude.
First thing he's gonna do is he is going to. Oh. He's gonna fireball the group of you. Fireball's huge, so it's gonna hit everybody.
Even in the temple?
Not in the temple. Sorry, it hit everyone but Brillia.
I should have gone in.
Because you're a bitch, Brillia. Floating
I
above
am
the world.
prepping. I am prepping.
You're casting fire, or you're fetching a solar beam. I fucking know it. Okay, fireball. I'm going to attack, correct? I've done this before.
A fireball, I believe,
Save.
is an area of effect, so I think that is a save. That might be
Yeah.
a dex save again.
Dex save.
So let's see Verity roll out of this, and let's see Tabby take half damage. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's see what you guys can do.
Did you say everybody who's outside of the temple?
Yep. Sorry, Fennir. That's you. Okay, what'd Fennir get?
Natural 20, so the total is 27.
Perfect. Tabby?
Natural 19, so the
Okay.
total is 28.
Lenore?
17.
Okay. Verity?
18.
Gee, okay. Well, Arsen and Nicholas failed. Is there anybody else who's not? Oh, Bartlyre. Oh, he fails too.
Oh, did I take him with me?
I don't know. You
Did I
didn't say
say
you did?
Surely you would have pushed the.
I would have pushed my
You-
brother.
You
Yeah,
probably
the-
pushed him towards. You probably pushed him towards the entrance, like go there. But he hasn't had a full turn to be able to leave yet.
Okay. Okay.
So he's gonna try to follow, but okay. So let's see what we got here.
Oh, die.
14 plus. That's only 29 damage, and half for pretty much all of you.
So 15 for half.
Yeah. That, however, is enough that Bartlyre passes unconscious. Arsen and Nicholas are both also taking full damage, but they seem more or less okay. You know, they're not writing any cards home saying I feel great, but you know. Cool. So that's the first one. So that was his fireball. Next, he is going to use a finger of death on Lenore because he wants to get rid of this house.
No.
So you can do a con save for me.
Should have been there to counterspell it. I regret all my actions.
Lenore can take one.
Con save
That sounds
is-
really inappropriate. Lenore can take
Con
one
save-
finger of death.
You can take more. 17.
Leave my brother out of this.
You're the one who brought him in it.
Are you gonna point out, like, by the way, Vecna can't, or Nicholas can't fuck my family, unlike you. That is not enough. You will take full damage here.
Necrotic?
Mhm.
Yeah. Whoops. You will take 71 necrotic damage.
Thank fuck I am resistant to necrotic damage.
Ow.
As Vecna looks at you angrily.
Sorry, what was that? 71?
71. Yeah, so
71.
35.
Sweet.
Um,
Oh, not sweet. That hurt.
his AC is actually 10 now. It's kind of ridiculous. And he has lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of his resistances. So that's a thing. And his final move, he is not going to bring the orb back this time. This time, he's going to take advantage of the death surrounding them, and he is going to pull up a few more Zmobies. But these ones look a bit tougher than the last Zmobies you fought. There's only 6 of them this time.
Okay.
No, you guys don't know that. You don't know anything about these zombies in particular right now.
That one's name is Kevin. That's the only thing I know. There's a name tag still.
Kevin the zombie. Okay, Vecna's turn is over, and he heals. Silly me. Almost let Vecna not heal this round. And he's gonna move towards the temple, but he's not in yet. Bartlyre is unconscious on the ground. And now it is Verity's turn. Twin.
One.
I know I should be going to the temple, but I'm going to hit him with a sword instead.
Okay, grab the sword.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit him.
Ooh, icy time too.
24 to hit.
Sorry, how much?
24.
Oh, yeah. His
His AC is 10, right?
I know. I like to make a point of it.
He's pathetic.
I'm gonna use my ring. Will give me my sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie glow will give me 2d8.
Holy weapon gives you another 2d8.
Holy weapon is another 2. I don't have enough dice here. Another 2d8 for holy weapon. Okay.
I have to write everything down so I remember exactly what one attack does now.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
I've gotten so used to using a ray for everything. I'm just like, roll a fireball. I don't know how it works, but make it happen, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's 30 damage.
Okay.
Oh shit. Hold on. No. 2 more d6s, sorry.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's not 5 anymore. I went up a little.
You guys are finally... Sorry, go ahead.
37 damage.
Mhm.
And can I take away his ability to heal?
No. Sadly, no.
It was worth a try.
Find him.
It was worth a try. You could do something else.
Like if you want to bind him to the plane.
Yeah.
Do we want to do it? Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
Yeah, bind him to the plane of the Raven Queen.
Yep.
Cool. You slice into him, locking him to this plane of existence, and you see these chains that are like, they're very creepy. They're almost like misty looking feathers that seem to be like chaining him to the ground. Like he can still move, but he has this like aura of something covering him and chaining him down. So you're all aware that Vecna has now changed this plane. Cool. It's Tabby's turn.
I see that and I go, you know what? And I point at him and I take my sword out and I point my sword out and say, you are now in a box. And he's now in the same exact box he put Cossa in. And I would love for those misty chains to wrap around the cage as well.
Yeah.
And you like pull him and keep him right locked in there.
Yeah. You can make it visible if you want. Do you want it to be a visible box, or do you want it to be invisible with like the weird feathery smoky things around the invisible bars?
I kind of like the idea that maybe it's like fading in and out of visibility. Like you can definitely see it, but it's like it like shimmers in existence of like a weird etherealness. Like it's a dark, almost like charred iron bars with these ethereal, misty feathers holding them in place, as long as holding him in there as well.
Very nice.
And I'm gonna just walk into the temple, and I'm gonna look at him and go, "Ha!" and just go in the temple.
You don't get to. You stay in the doghouse. You a dog, Vecna. Okay, very nice. I forgot, Verity, did you walk towards the temple in your turn?
Yeah.
Or you just... Okay. Actually, you have enough movement you could be inside now. Do you want to be inside? Okay. So, Taabi and Verity are inside. Brillia is floating above it. And it is now Lenore's turn.
I thought I was inside.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, sorry. I say above it, I mean you're off the ground, but you are inside it.
I am off the ground.
Yeah. I imagine you're like doing one of those badass things where you're like, your one foot is like sort of tilted down and you're like, just
and
kind
have
of
like
floating.
a crown of light on me with fucking wings. It's great.
Brillia's such an edgelord.
Apparently I am.
Pastoral mom, the edgelord.
I mean, apparently when Lenore left, she was like, I can do more. I have to be all the moms now. Anyways, Lenore, it's your turn.
How many of these zombies are there?
There are 6 zombies, and you will recognize these as they no longer have their minds attached to them, but they are what is left behind of some of your previous big boss enemy friends. So one of these you recognize is Andrea, and one of them is what the hell was our son's mom's name? Penelope. So you recognize them. They no longer have memory. And they aren't really them. It's more that when Vecna called, these are the bodies that had some memory of wanting to fight.
I see. Well, I'm going to use Channel Divinity to turn undead.
Yep.
So I will present my necklace with the raven on it, and I will put it forward and say, bitches, you ain't welcome here. And they're going to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Bitches, you ain't welcome here.
Move, bitch.
What are they?
Out the way.
What are they saving against?
Wisdom. 15.
Wisdom. Well, one of them saved so far in the second set. 2 of them save. I will let you decide which of the 2 do not are still here.
Okay. I mean, mummy issues, right? So Penelope is still going to be here.
So Penelope and Andrea.
And auntie issues. Yeah, let's keep them. And then the others are turned for 1 minute or until they take damage. So don't hit them.
Okay.
And they have to spend their turns trying to move as far away from me as possible and can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of me. They also can't take reactions, and for their actions, they can only use the dash action.
Okay.
Those other people. So
they're going to try to bucket.
Fuck off. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm also going to use a bonus action to cast a spiritual weapon, which is my big fuck off raven, that's going to peck the shit out of Penelope. Hopefully.
Okay.
But it's not, because, maybe. What is the zombies AC? It's 15? 15 to hit?
No.
No.
The first zombies, yes. Second zombies, no. I have to put them in turn order. Oh, good. They are not very good.
There they are. Not
They're
initiated.
not good.
And I assumed
Alright.
they were bad because they're not fighting with us.
I mean, they're bad, but they're better than Brillia.
Oh.
At rolling initiative.
And then I'm gonna back up to the entrance of the door, and kind of just stand to the left of the door, not inside the temple, but so that there's freedom of movement for people to come in and out the door, but also tanks back, baby.
Thank God.
All right. Lenore's turn is up. That means it is Nicholas's turn. Nicholas is going to take advantage of the fact that Vecna is feeling like an idiot, and he's going to attack him hard. Wow, he rolls badly, but thankfully... Ooh, actually... Hang on, he wouldn't do that, because he knows that this doesn't make his saves lower. So he wouldn't do that. He's going to take the sword. You know what? You guys convinced him. You convinced him that he should have always been a sword fighter. And he grabs the sword and he goes, ah! And he rolls 17 and a 2. So one of them hits. We all do our best. If he wants the sword, he should learn how to use it. So he'll do another 14 damage. And he will remove, let's say, resistance to being... we didn't remove piercing yet, actually. So we remove piercing and force. Oh. Everyone loves force damage. He's like,
That's what my spiritual weapon does. Thanks, bud.
Nicholas is like, winks at you. Now there is a sexy looking wizard.
I could do a wizard.
No.
No,
Good.
no,
Yeah, you good.
she's related to me. She is
Even better.
is related to me.
No, she isn't. Not by blood. Not by blood. Not by blood. Not by
close
blood.
enough. No, she's already said to my brother that makes her family. That's a rule. That's how that works.
Fennir,
She
it's
walked
you.
her down the aisle.
She's gonna see there's still an unconscious man on the ground, is there not?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
And he
She's
was
gonna,
very, he was very scared last time you saw him. And he was
So
running
she's
towards
gonna-
you. Did anyone play Dragon's Dogma?
buddy.
I've wanted to.
There's like there's this bit where the dragon's blowing fire, and then the person you're romancing just like slowly runs towards the camera like, no, and it's like sort of that, right? Like he was running to you, and then he fell.
So she's going to scurry down there with her little legs and get right down by him, and she's gonna pull out some good berries she was keeping in her pocket and open his mouth and just shove them into his mouth, be like slap his cheeks and be like, "Come on, buddy, wake up! We gotta go!"
It's a mountains upstairs. That's terrible.
Oh, Fenrir's such a sweet bean.
Whether or not the berries are black now that we're in the Shadowfell,
Yeah.
like his teeth could be all black now, I don't know, but we're trying to get him up because she always has good berries in her pocket.
He wakes up and he like blinks at you, and like he doesn't know you, but like he holds onto your hand where you've tried to wake him up, and he trusts you.
She kind of blinks back at him and goes, "Let's go!" And she'll start to try to drag him with her into the temple.
We'll say you guys are both at least upright. It's not his turn, so he can't do a full movement, but yeah, is there anything you want to try to like I don't know, like do some kind of check at this moment? I feel like we've done most of the interesting things, but is there anything else you want to know? Like you could like ask what kind of resistances he has left, or I don't know, ask a detail about him.
I personally think that we could probably, heal up a little bit and just go stab him until he's dead. He's stuck in the
We'll
cage.
just do like a tap out system. Just, okay, your turn, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is stuck here, and he's in a box, so what's he gonna do? Okay.
And, actually, I have a question. Is whenever he's casting spells, is he doing anything like a verbal component for when he's doing it, like whispering or like anything like that, or anything like that?
He has been mostly using, like, whatever the spell calls for. He does have the ability to do some things without, but he hasn't been using his meta magic, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, beautiful, because I may just silence him and just not let him speak in his cage.
Well,
you are quiet. Stop
Go
it.
sit in your cage, Vecna.
No spells passing can't go out of the cage.
Yeah. Oh, wait, spells can't... Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't
Prison
read
shape of a
that.
box, creating a solid barrier that prevents any matter from passing through it and blocking any spells cast into or out from the area. So we can't cast spells to him either.
Okay.
You just have
We can poke him.
Just poke him.
We can stab him.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, that's fine, that's fine.
You guys just gonna stand in a circle and just poke Vecna to death?
Okay.
Yeah, we totally can, Verity. What a good idea. I could just be like, because
We just pass around the sword in a circle.
I mean, he is stuck, right? Like, he has been
Yeah.
plane bonded to this plane. He is stuck in a box that he can't cast magic through, and you guys have a sword that brought his AC down to 10. Like, he doesn't have a lot of fucking options.
And he's in a Raven Queen temple, and
Yeah.
don't want to brag, but me and the Raven Queen are kind of like tight now. So I could probably try and call her and see if she would. I mean, because like we're on her plane as well, so I could like call her and see if she'll come here, and I'll be like, "Look, we bought you Vecna, like
Yeah. We brought
Put
you
a bow on the
Vecna.
cage. Put a bow in the box like a present.
Does anyone
have
have
one back there?
Verity, you have like shape water. You could make like a little bow out of water on top.
I can make
Oh,
an
fire.
illusory bow.
Or yeah.
And then
or
I could just
sword.
use the water. I'll use my decanter of endless water to get the water there, and then you shape it into a bow.
yeah." And it can be like a water fountain. Oh my gosh! Can we make an? This has nothing to do with like I just want to do it. Can we make an ice sculpture? Like.
Can we suffocate him and cover the entire cage in water and just hold it there until there's no more oxygen and it just starts to suffocate them and he just starts to...
The chat is totally right. There's that scene in Shaun of the Dead where they're like all hitting the zombies. They go in circles. That's just you guys right
Yep.
now.
Perfect.
I love it that because we're having this conversation in our minds and our traces are so excited and Vecna just looking at us like
It's just like, what the fuck, guys? Okay, sorry, whose turn was it? I did know.
That was the end of
Fennir?
Fennir's, I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Moby's time. So Moby's are going to come at, one of them's going at, who's outside still? Lenore, Fennir, that's it.
That's it.
Oh,
Well, and my lovely friend behind me.
yeah, the zombies are going to come at the two of you. So one each. Whew, does a 14 hit you, Lenore?
No.
Okay, the zombies are completely and utterly useless, and they're just like, "Meh, we forgot how to fight, even though we were villains once."
Are they still frightened or turned?
Yeah, the other 4 run away.
Oh, that's right.
And the 2 that tried to attack both failed like big old losers. And that's the zombies' turns. Now it's Arsen's turn. Arsen's like, he's like not in the best shape, but he's gonna run out and he's gonna slash Vecna a couple times. He's there for it. Grabs the sword. He hits Vecna twice. And he does pretty much average damage for him. Not bad, not bad. And that'll be him. And it's Brillia's turn. Brillia, you're floating away, living the dream. What are you gonna do?
well, I'm in the temple and
Yeah.
no one else has come in. Like my brother's still out there. So I'm gonna like fly out and I'm just gonna look. I thought we were going inside.
You're like, I was gonna do a
No,
thing.
everyone is in the temple, right? It's just me and Fennir that are outside.
We'll say Arsen ran back towards it too. So
Okay.
we're getting there, but I think the main thing is because Bartlyre fell and Fennir had to go to get him.
I will. I can't use my crown of stars because the spell won't go through the box. So I will bonus action heal. It's okay, Ian. This is so much
funny.
funnier. This is so much funnier. Can't do that. Which would have been nasty, by the way. That would have hurt.
Sorry,
I'll take it down when he's looking back.
Arsen didn't do anything. He's gonna listen to Ready Lies, and he's gonna reduce Vecna's AC to 6 just because he's being an asshole.
Love him. Good job.
What do you got now, Vecna?
Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to heal my brother a little bit.
Yep.
But he heals. Oh, that was actually good.
Slap him to death.
It would take a while, but we could.
I don't know if you heard, he does heal every turn. Anyways, continue.
He will heal 10 points of healing, my brother.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to look at him, go inside the temple. It'll be fine. Just go inside the temple. And I will take the sword and slash at Vecna.
Yep.
As one does. That is a natural 20.
Oh, thank God.
Yep.
So
Vecna has the energy of like a teenager at the mall who's loitering and like knows he's gonna get yelled at, but he doesn't fucking care. He's got his vape.
okay.
He still can't be crit, right, technically?
Sorry, what?
He still can't. We didn't take away the whole ability to be crit, right? Resistance
Yeah.
to crits.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's
Okay,
just a
so this
regular
would just
hit.
be a regular tap. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my.
He's just so disappointed.
26 damage total, and all of it is his resistances are gone. So for all of that, second attack. That still somehow hits. I rolled a natural 5
Because Arsen helped you. Not really.
Well, it's still plus like 10.
yeah,
So.
yeah. Not really, but you know.
That'll be 22
Damage?
22 damage total.
Alright. You guys are
And
getting
that is
him down.
my turn.
He is bloodied. And
Um,
he's pretty much unable to do anything, so.
yeah, and I will. It's not even worth me eating a cookie because well, actually, no, I'll eat a cookie. Why the fuck not? I'll eat a cookie.
Yeah, just walk up to Vecna's face.
Oh, actually, no, I already
look
used
him
my
in the
bonus
eyes,
action.
and just
I already
eat a
used.
fucking
I
cookie.
already used my bonus action. Never mind.
Okay, so it is Vecna's turn now. He can't cast spells. He can't leave this plane.
He can't move.
He can't
really.
move.
cast self-destruct. Don't know.
He just he takes out his vape and he's like all right.
Oh no, he's ripping clouds in there. Get him out. Get him out. He's gonna suffocate.
He's using a vape and having just being like, come on, man. You guys can smell. It's like a vanilla cupcake smell.
Oh, at least he has taste. I mean, that's a redeeming quality.
He's a man of
finally.
substance.
And the substance is THC oil.
As he's vaping, Bartlyre runs into the temple, and he is now effectively out of danger's way. It is Verity's turn. Vecna did heal a little bit on that turn, but that's all he did. So smash him down.
Do we want to kill him or do we want to give him to the Raven Queen? Do you usually give things already dead? Would she like to kill him? I don't really know her. What do you think?
Oh.
Does she want things pre-dead or just mostly dead?
I'll pop my head in back. Are we still in initiative or are we?
I mean,
I
feel like we can
probably get rid of initiative at this point if you guys are. Because how long does that
the cage
last?
That's I believe
2
an hour.
hours.
Okay, so you've got an hour before you have to jump back into initiative effectively.
Yeah.
I'll
just leave.
He will
Although we
keep
do have the
healing
zombies.
for the time
we do
being.
have the zombies.
Yeah.
I'll leave my spiritual weapon with the zombies, I guess. Just let
Fend them off.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can decide at this point, like, if you're going to do something else, because he's just being a pouty little bitch. The plan is indeed to kill Vecna, because, like, you need to, like, get his soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She doesn't want, like, his body, even though he's kind of, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Especially because we're in Shadowfell, it's like, are you actually dead? Are you alive?
It's like Vecna's always either ripped or he's taken rips.
I thought maybe she'd like to participate or watch, like, while we do to be here for the final.
Like she's a voyeur.
Like a proper presentation if it's a gift.
Oh yes, that's a good idea.
It's like
okay,
unwrapping the gift before giving it to someone. It's still present, but it's more fun when they get to unwrap it themselves.
You could play strip poker with them.
Even if they know what it is, like
rip poker.
Well, in that case, I'm going to cast Divine Intervention.
Okay.
And I'm going to call for the Raven Queen.
Okay.
Mummy, I have a present for you.
You
call her Mummy?
Oh, we do now. I mean, not when she's here.
Not to her face. Never fucking to her face. So Lenore calls for the Raven Queen. And you all feel... Lenore, this is a familiar sense to you, but there's like a heavy presence. Like you can feel something big is coming. And you all feel the urge to go inside the temple and avert your eyes. Do you guys want to roll any... you can roll a save to try to like stay out, or you can just go inside.
Fenner's rolling.
I think Fenner's gonna roll. She now has the adrenaline pumping. She's like, all right, yeah, let's do this. Yeah.
Okay. So anybody who will just go inside, and anybody who wants to resist, you can do a con roll to see if you can
unfamiliar to everyone except for our lovely Raven Queen.
You know
follower,
what, Brillia,
right?
you probably have recognized something similar. You've never felt it this heavy, but when you were connected to Lenore, like this is the kind of like bearing presence of like a quote-unquote true god, right? If Vecna is like a human born that ascended to power, like this is the kind of bearing that you get from like...
Okay, and the bearing is telling me to go inside the fucking temple. I'll go inside the fucking temple.
Yeah. Okay, so Brillia's inside.
Best not to piss her off.
Lenore's inside. Verity?
I'm gonna go where Lenore goes.
Okay, go inside. Arsen will also go inside. Nicholas wants to stay out. Taabi?
I back into the temple. Did we all leave it?
If you were inside.
You're still in the temple.
If you're still inside, then you stay inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm laying on the cold, like dark, foggy marble face down with my fur slowly falling.
Wait. Okay, sorry.
There's also so much velvet.
If everyone is inside and Nicholas is alone with the Raven Queen
Fennir.
And Fennir, I rolled 15, so if that keeps me outside, then I'm just like, whoa.
Actually, Nicholas fails. He has to go inside, so Fennir stays out there.
Okay.
Fennir's like, I'm just gonna watch you guys. I'm just gonna watch.
Best vacation ever! Wow!
So what did you do on your vacation? Oh, I watched the Raven Queen absorb Vecna's essence. It was kind of cool. Cool. The doors close. Obviously, you'll be able to go inside, but they close, and you are all inside. And you all just kind of sit there for a moment, waiting, and feeling that presence continue. Bartlyre comes over to Brillia, and he takes your hand again.
I will, now that we're out of combat, do the thing that I was going to do earlier. I will cast Greater Restoration on him since I technically have enough diamonds for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it will, the feeble mind is gone.
Okay. So Bartlyre blinks at you and looks down at the hand he was holding of yours, and he lets you go. With that kind of embarrassed, oh, I really that's kind of embarrassing. I was holding my big
He was
sister's
sobbing
hand
in my
baby.
arms the other day.
Yeah, he's like, I'm kind of not living up to my thing here. And you notice that his other hand was inside of his robes, and he pulls out a small glass tube, and he offers it to you.
What is this?
It's and it's suddenly outside you hear a rumble of energy. Fennir, you are experiencing this as Vecna
Sitting
is
on the
being
steps of the temple, just eating good berries.
just eating good berries. Fuck. It's watching Vecna get destroyed by the Raven Queen is like, you know when you watch animal documentaries and you see a hawk eating a little bunny or something? There's this gore to it, but there's also this kind of weird beauty of nature. It's that kind of essence. And it shakes the ground with its intensity. Whatever the spell is that keeps him separated, she clearly does not give a fucking fuck. She's just killing him. The ground shakes, and as Brillia holds this little vial, you see it begin to glow with this light purple energy.
Thank you. I still don't know what.
Bartlyre swallows hard, he's not quite used to speaking again yet, and he says, "That's his phylactery."
Why are you giving this? Is me out of player. Why are you giving this to me?
So you can break it. So the reason Vecna, as soon as Bartlyre had turned, used feeble mind is because he didn't want him to remember that he had his phylactery. Or knew where it was, because he didn't realize it was on him at the time. So Brillia, you have, Vecna is dead, but a lich who has a phylactery will always rise again unless you destroy the phylactery. So, you guys have Vecna's phylactery. What do you do?
I'm just looking at everyone else oh, okay then?
Does a prompt pull up on screen that say destroy the phylactery?
Yes.
Yes.
There's
No.
two prompts.
I will,
There's destroy there's three.
as-
There's destroy the phylactery. There's leave the phylactery, and then the final option, drink the phylactery.
Drink it. That's what I'm saying. Drink it.
Don't drink the Vecna jungle juice. It's
Don't
not
drink
good.
Vecna juice. Drink the Vecna juice.
Don't drink Vecna.
As a player is curious, but Brillia is I do not want Vecna inside me. No, why the fuck?
Did you see
Come
him?
on.
Did you
That's a
see him
necrocal-
At least a couple
right
people
there,
want
okay?
Vecna inside them.
Yeah.
Brillia is a lesbian. She does not want anyone inside her.
So it's
will-
it's not a clear sense of when he'll come back. Usually it's days to weeks. But you should
I
probably
will-
figure out what to do with his phylactery.
Right.
Destroy it.
How do you destroy it?
I will, since
You eat it.
I still have the crown on, so multiple notes of basically what look like stars just start flying off this crowd and just I set it on the ground for a second as it does this because I don't want this in my hand, and then just start shooting at the phylactery, just pelting it with rays of fiery sunlight until it's gone.
Is this effectively what do you call those guns? The ones that are Machine guns?
Railguns?
Railgun or something?
Gatling guns?
Like, are you Gatling gunning? His
I'm
phylactery
doing
with
it.
stars?
Yeah, with 7 stars, and they do a lot of damage, but it's a phylactery, so I'm pretty sure it breaks pretty easy. For the fun of the viewers, this would have been very nasty. I would have been able to hit Vecna twice with the sword, and on a bonus action, do 4d12 radiant damage on top of that.
Yeah, I didn't get to hit Vecna, but if we're doing what we would have done if we did get to hit Vecna, I would have been able to do 2d6 plus 5 slashing, 2d8 divine strike, 1d8 psychic damage, and then use spiritual weapon to do 1d8 plus 2 force damage.
You guys should have just like all attacked him in one round, left him with 1 HP, and then called the Raven Queen.
Yeah, we
We
should
should
have.
have.
Can I
Awesome.
to assist with the beautiful like fireworks type display that's happening
Yeah.
as you kill Vecna? Can I use those little sparks and draw them back into the temple, so there's kind of like a shimmery night sky that's surrounding us? I can adjust how it looks.
Of course.
So I'm gonna like pull the disgustingness of Vecna and turn it into something beautiful,
Aww.
like a little fireworks display for us to celebrate the fact that we're not gonna die.
So you all lay in this temple, looking up at the sky of the Shadowfell, which for once does not feel as heavy and dark as it did. And you watch as these beautiful Vecna fireworks go off, courtesy of Lenore. And I think it's the best vacation Fennir has ever had. I got to watch Vecna get eaten alive, and now there's fireworks.
You know, there's that moment where like that like animalistic killing of Vecna, where she's like eating the good berries, and then she goes, "Yeah, maybe we'll save them."
Yeah, maybe that's no. I kind of ruined my appetite. Okay, good job, everybody.
Can I, as we're watching all these fireworks, just since I'm still on the ground, kind of like resting, can I snap my fingers and put a lot of berries and jam and back into Arsen's hair for good times?
For good old times, you
Very
die.
boy.
You die. He's like, I'm a king now, Taabi.
Fennir will give you extra good berries. They're black right now, so you know.
My hair's
Ash in my
blonde.
hands and his hair
Okay,
goes
Falcon.
black.
We know you're a king, Falcon. We know.
You have
The
a
return
baby
of
hair.
The one with the
Falcon!
crown right now.
So you guys did it. You killed Vecna, and that's gonna be the end of our episode for today. Next week is the very last episode of Darkness and Dragons, and we are going to do a nice recap of kind of like where we went this season, and then we are going to do kind of where does everyone end up in the future. So we'll see little snippets of everybody's future, and hopefully we get some good happy memories. But because we didn't get to do it in the beginning, because we wanted to surprise you all, thank you so much, Hannah and Bree, for coming and surprising everybody for our very special episode. I hope it was exciting, because I was very excited.
I was very excited to step back in the shoes of my favorite postal worker.
Oh my god.
Poor Fennir, we just showed up and we're like, we're killing Vecna now, please help.
We're killing Vecna,
Now.
help.
However, every time you show up now, she's just going to assume that it's time for vacation.
Like, who are we killing?
The
And
true
this is
question
her
is,
definition of vacation.
I'm going to say, will Fennir ever know the true definition of vacation?
Really is
Probably
the
not.
epilogue. The epilogue. We're
That's
gonna
the
we're gonna
question.
treat Runner to vacation.
All right, well, let's end the game there today. Pretty good. We managed to kill Vecna, and we only went over 16 minutes. So I mean, like,
Technically, only like over 8 minutes.
You're
'cause the
right.
Start pushed back.
So we were
well,
late.
we haven't
Yeah.
finished our exit yet, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
And only Bartholomew went down.
Bartlyre. You can
Yeah,
never
that
remember
one.
his name. Yeah, you guys did pretty well. So let's do our sign off for today. And since we have all these people and we're all in random boxes, we will not do it properly, but we'll do our best. Thank you guys for coming and watching this episode. I don't build a lot of monsters, but Vecna was fun. And I'm glad, Ian, you didn't make him dance. I was full on gonna message you and be like, don't make Vecna dance.
I
Don't
wanted
make
to
Vecna
put him in a
dance.
box.
In the
That's
box.
much better. He doesn't
With
get
tap
he doesn't
shoes.
get the chance to have a good dance move. I don't want that. I don't want him to be a Jabberwocky or whatever the So You Think You Could Dance show was.
So, as always, I am Melissa. I am at Feminist Gamer on Instagram if you want to talk to me. And I am a regular on the XP Billionaires podcast if you want to check that out. Laura, where are you?
Dark Moon Dice for everything.
So anticlimactic when you go second because you're just like, what is this?
Yeah, that's what it is. And
just
I
is.
am on Instagram at Luna_Moon_C.
I got the long one. You can find me on Instagram or on Twitter or here on Twitch at Shrycool. I stream a lot, like tomorrow. More Rogue Legacy 2. Like I've been saying, that game's the shit. And Pokemon on Sunday and Mondays. So please come hang out. My schedule is on the website. How about we throw it over to our resident mom, Bree?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am pretty much nowhere at the moment because I just had a baby. But usually you can find me at Fortune Favors. But more of the stuff I'm working on is at Level Up Dice. So here on Level Up TTV or over at Level Up Dice on everything.
We didn't get to see your image for a few minutes to go
I
on break.
know.
Do you want to put it up now and so people sticking around get a little special peek?
So I am breastfeeding, so I did create an image for if I had to feed while we were on camera, which I did, but I was actually already off camera, so you didn't get to see it. But here's Goth Mum's milking in process.
Art.
Best.
I love that it's the same color combination as the Raven Queen and
Lenore.
like Lenore too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the theme.
And
Personal aesthetic.
last but not least,
Me?
you.
You can find me on Instagram I make bags at bags_of holding. Guys just like this or a lot more elaborate. If you want to follow my personal voice acting journey, you can follow me at hannah.allier.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys again for coming out. We hope to see you in the next and very last episode of Darkness to Dragons and to find out what happens to Intrepid Heroes now that they've killed Vecna. All right. Well, have a great night, and we hope to see you next week.
Bye!
Can't believe Vecna's gone. I miss him so much.
Now we don't.
Nope.
In the